Necey.
Yo, what's going on, people? The Ooh Ladies First panel is back. We are back, girl, and we boo excited about it. Make sure you follow us on at OohLadiesFirstPanel. Send all emails to OohLadiesFirstPanel@gmail.com. And follow us on all of the platforms at Jami ThatsMe, at Bondy Blue, and at Necey Dixon. Are the girls ready?
Ready.
Okay, listen, ready. Hi.
Hey.
What's
Going on? Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Okay, we're so happy to see you. First of all, I wanna thank a few people before we get into it.
Let's do it.
Thank you, Love Chris, for becoming a member. Thank you, Daisy, for becoming a member. Thank you, Shantia Gregory, for becoming a member. Okay, I appreciate you guys' membership. Okay, all of us for what? Necey, you don't have membership, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you do? Okay, everybody got membership. Everybody got membership. Everybody got a YouTube channel. Everybody got somewhere for you to go in at and follow. So do that for all of us, okay? Now we're starting off a little different today. We got a little MF'N advice, but before we get into the MF'N advice, how are you guys doing on this good Thursday evening?
I'm doing pretty good. So I heard that it was flooding in the town. I was like, oh my God, it's horrible.
Prayers to the people.
Not on my side, but I hate that, people are going through that as they go into the weekend. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And people worrying about their kids in college and their rooms flooding. That's crazy.
That's what I was thinking. My cousin is down there, so I'm wondering what's going on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I need to ask. But other than that, I mean, good.
Okay, come on. Like, listen, I'm getting my locks done tomorrow, and then everybody can be back to having long hair.
It's reminding me of whenever I feel like all of our hair was like this. Oh, except for me, I had blonde hair when we started. But this is giving like throwback to when we first started the panel a little bit.
A little bit. The girls don't age, so we can always go back a year or two. How long has it been though? We in season
2 years,
Is it
2.5
years? Okay. And we back with the jump off. Make sure y'all like the video as y'all come in with that. Oh, what's going on?
I'm trying to figure out what I did, Barbara.
Shirley, what happened?
Barbara said, Jami, you have an ego. What I did? I just got on here.
Girl.
I'm trying to figure out what I...
Not Barbara.
I don't know why.
Do not make us Shirley.
Laugh my ass off.
Now, whether you're gonna be cool or come out of a bag on me, it really doesn't make any difference. Okay, like I just want you to know. Don't come up in
just talking about. I didn't know it was flooding in Atlanta because I ain't been tuned in. That's all I said.
Okay.
Hey, Scotty.
Scotty, what's going on?
What's up, Scotty?
I'm loving the new disclaimer. I'm about tired of folks coming for you. My child, listen, I had to gather people to today. In my live earlier today, I had to let these hoes know, stop. Okay? She meant you have an echo. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, I was like, what? An ego? What I do?
Girl, we was about to Barbara Shirley.
Let me see what I could do. I don't know why I got an echo. I'm sorry, y'all.
I don't hear echo. Barbara, it
It's
might just
very,
be.
very slight. I can hear it.
It's like you hear it. I don't
I
hear
can
it.
hear it on my end too, though. You
Oh,
hear that?
really? I'm sorry, y'all.
I can hear it on me and Jamie Mike.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Let me mute and unmute. That might have something to do with him.
Yeah, I don't hear it. I don't hear it.
Sorry, guys. I hope it's not like too annoying. I do kind of hear a little echoed. I hear feedback.
Girl, it's always a mic situation.
But hopefully it won't like really affect anything. Sorry, y'all.
I can't really hear it, so it's not
It's
bothering
not
me.
that bad.
Okay.
Okay, good. Is everybody gonna collect themselves? Cause I know we not about to have a reminiscent of what happened on my Real Housewives of Atlanta video, where the sign was acting stupid and everybody wanted to make me feel real conscious about it, and I was just about to get off the fucking live. Okay,
No,
so please don't aggravate us, cause
I
it's
don't
on my
hear it no
channel
more.
tonight. Yeah, I don't hear. I didn't hear it at all, but y'all know it just be technical problems. All right, well let's get into the show.
Ooh.
Okay. Yes, girl, I've done banners. All right. So the first advice letter, okay? There are no names. We just gonna read what the folks are saying and we gonna give our advice, okay? I'm in a situation where I'm currently trying to get over this nigga, okay? Who left me feeling very unattractive. I don't want to look in a mirror when I'm getting ready. I don't have enough confidence to get back into the dating world, and I'm taking rejection lately hard. He made me feel really good about myself at one point, but after he did me wrong and decided to walk away, I don't know what to do with myself, girl. Can you please help me?
Oh, well. Okay. One more time for me. Spin the block one more time.
One more time. I got you. I'm in a situation where I'm currently trying to get over a nigga who left me feeling unattractive. I don't want to look in the mirror when I get ready. I don't have the confidence to get back into the dating world, and I'm taking rejection lately hard. He made me feel good about myself at one point, but after he did me wrong and decided to walk away, I don't know what to do with myself, girl. Can you please help me?
Number one, I don't think that you should rush to get out in the dating pool. I don't think that should be like an immediate thing to do. A lot of people like to say, the best way to get over a man is to get under a new one. But I feel like that could possibly potentially hurt you too in the long run. I think for me, like one of the main things that I would like to do, what I'm saying, if I was going through a breakup, whatever like that, I got to have me a certain playlist. I gotta play some music that's gonna make me feel like I'm that girl. Like Beyonce, let's go, little kitty cat. He don't want no more. You gotta just get your playlist together to help you get over and then it just kind of like builds your confidence a bit from there. And then you just get out and do some other stuff. Like try to find things that you like to like distract you. It's not going to be hard. The best way to get through it is really just face it and accept the fact that this ain't what it is. And I'm going to have to accept the fact that I'm not going to be with this person. So let me figure out the best way to move on. But I understand that that's tough. But maybe start with music. Music always puts us in a good mood for the most part.
That's really good advice. Oh, friend, I hate this. Okay. So I'm trying to say this from a very nice place. But the issue is not this fuckboy. It sounds like there has been like some insecurities before, and you got with somebody who made you feel the opposite of what you were feeling. So I think it starts back with you, and I'm gonna go as far as to say off of the paragraph that you probably wasn't ready to date when you got into the relationship with the fuckboy. So I would recommend, like Jamie said, music, and number two, number one, therapy. Be by yourself for a little bit, validate yourself, and before you go, put yourself out there, because I guarantee you there is somebody for everybody, and I'm sure you have a reason to be proud of yourself. So focus on you.
Because it really kills me that you find so much validation in him a bit. Like you got to go back and work on being your own validation for yourself. Like you don't know what to do with yourself because he don't want you. Yeah, I'm with Necey. Like you had something else brewing. before him. And if you go hop into another relationship or try to get with somebody else, that same stuff is only going to come up. Girl, why this got me thinking about Regine? But the same stuff is going to come up. You know what I'm saying? If you don't go and deal with that.
Did you watch this episode from last night, or you talking about the one from last week?
Oh, I didn't watch this one from last.
Okay.
Damn it. I knew I was missing one.
No,
I thought
but
I was
I
watching it, but
literally
it was last week.
I did mine, this morning, but I'm talking about how I really don't like the way she delves so deeply into these relationships at this age, because it feels codependent. You know what I'm saying? Like you trying to get something from these young men that you're not going to be able to get at this stage in life, and you shouldn't be thinking about it as heavily as you are. Girl, we're only telling you because we know. Okay.
Right.
But I think both of you guys' advice is excellent. Okay. My only addition to that would be Audible, girl. Audiobooks.
Ooh,
I don't know
yeah.
why, but it's something that can take my mind away from my own troubles, which is why like people obsessed, with the podcast and YouTube. But Audible and books are really helpful, especially if you read stuff that's like fiction or fantasy, something that can just kind of take you away and you can get wrapped up in it, will help you forget being sad for a second, which is the same thing that the music does. Also, buy a sex toy, masturbate at night, okay? And this is what I need you to understand, right? If this dude made you feel good because the sex was good, which is usually the case, you are going to have to just put it in your mind to use him for porn. Use him for mind porn. But understand that he had his place and that's over. It's just an experience. It was just, a notch in a belt, so to speak. Okay, so don't get too caught up. And you need to figure out ways, like they said, to validate yourself. Hobbies are great. Artistic things, writing, dancing, whatever you like to do as a kid. When you very young, girl, go get into that. Go get into that because it helps. Any other advice for this young lady?
No, I think we did good on that one.
I think we did.
Stay the course.
Okay, hold up. Let me get my banner. Second advice letter. Okay, how do I tell him it's over? Okay, she says, I have ended the relationship with my baby daddy because he cheated and he doesn't respect me as a person. Period. He has the whole traditional ideology of the relationship. I don't. And I tried to conform to that until I had our son, who is severely autistic and nonverbal. He thinks this is a break because we still live with him while I'm looking for somewhere else. How do I make him understand that our relationship is done?
Are y'all sleeping in the same bed, in the same room? Because I feel like that's one of the first ways to let a person know we ain't together. I done moved my shit out the room. I am in the living room. I'm not staying in there with you. And here's the date that you can expect me to be at your house. Like that's the best way to let them know. So I feel like you left me with more questions.
I low-key wouldn't give a move out date. You can't trust these niggas. I would just have it in my mind and get the fuck out when it's time and let them know, hey, I'm moving out today. Peace out.
You right.
You know what
And
I'm saying?
you can't trust the housing market either, or the apartments, the way they be raising shit anyway. So you're right.
And you know how these niggas try to get revenge on you when they find out you leaving them. Hello, Safari.
That's why
Hello, Scrappy.
I almost wouldn't say nothing if I was her. Like I would show my actions, like what Jamie said. Y'all not sleeping in the same bed, but I wouldn't say nothing until I move and me and my child are in a stable situation. Me and my baby, we gonna be all right. We gonna live a good life.
Right.
I wouldn't let that man. He wouldn't get another chance to disrespect me and put me out on the street because he mad he ain't get none.
Great points. I agree.
Okay. When I was young and heartbroken, I would get a second job and get paid and distracted. I know that's right, but see, we also don't need you to have this hustle mentality because we don't need people to be working themselves to that. That just, because I know that's something our generation and above love to do. But don't get caught up, girl, because your job, they'll leave you like a sucker too.
Because then she could, if you don't get another job, you could just probably take on like a dance class or go and do something extra to stay busy so you ain't at the house like that.
And I would suggest something that makes you feel good, something that makes you happy, something that makes you feel accomplished. That's one of the reasons why I like working out so much, because when I'm done, I feel like, child, it don't matter what else I do today. I did what I was supposed to do. Like, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
So, you know, that accomplishment, knocking something off that day, which, you know, is adding to my long-term, you know, health or whatever, like, that makes me feel better in a day. So, you know, even if it's something small, because I know, you know, take a walk. That's another thing. Take walks outside. I know it's hot and all of that, but if you can be outside sometimes, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Get some of the endorphins you get from being in nature and not always in your house. Because I know a lot
put your
of
feet
us.
in the grass.
Yes, please go ground. You know, go ground. All right, so that's how you tell them, girl. You tell them with your actions. You move yourself out of the bedroom first of all, and you don't tell them you're moving out. You just tell them, I ain't fucking with you like that right now, okay? And then you get your ducks in a row and you skedaddle and you let that nigga know the day of, okay? Because you know I ain't gonna be acting like you stole no nigga baby, but at the end of the day, I had to go. So this is the last advice letter, and this is the longer one. So y'all gonna have to follow me now, because I'm a hot girl. Okay. I'm 24 years old, and I'm a 24-year-old woman who is dating a 23-year-old man. We met in college in 2019, and we were a part of the same friend group. We started out platonically, but it didn't take long for us to realize that we were interested in each other romantically. I was in RA college. I'm guessing in RA college, and after a couple of months of getting to know each other, he essentially moved in with me. He's not a lesbian. This was not a good thing. This was not a good thing. Anyway, we were attached at the hip. He was funny. Babe, please get that together. You're killing me.
I was wondering about the clicking.
Listen. Try that one. Okay? Jesus Christ.
Because that lighter
y'all.
is out.
Listen. He was killing me for a second. All right. Anyway, I'm sorry. Back into the letter. See, you just... He was funny. He was witty. He was passionate about his hobbies. We both love movies, and we would sometimes just talk all night until the sun came up. But this is also when I started to notice a lot of differences. I came from a middle-class, educated family, and I value education and hard work to achieve my goals. He grew up extremely poor, and while he understands why education is important, he did not take college seriously enough to care about his grades. I would notice that while I would make efforts to study together and help him to create better habits, he was very resistant to changing his habits. We are both intelligent naturally, but he did not understand that higher education requires much more effort in order to be successful. He did not pass the majority of his prerequisites. He was an accounting major. I went on to graduate 2 years later, and that is when he let me know that he could not afford to continue school because his low GPA caused him to lose all of his financial aid, and he now owes money to the school. I told him that his poor decisions were going to impact our relationship and the ability to work towards our future. We both struggle with depression, but I have not allowed that to stop me from working toward my goals, even when it gets bad. Our friends and family constantly tell me to leave him. And we have broken up twice during the 4 years that we've dated, but I can't seem to shake our connection. They do not feel like he is good enough for me. It is hard for me to imagine that I could love someone else the way that I love him. Girl, you're so young. Girl, you young. Yeah, why you think that? Girl, you young. Today, our relationship is very distant. I find myself wishing that things would be like they were when we were in college. I have my own place. I work full time, and he lives at home with his parents. They allow him to live with them rent free, even though they struggle financially. He is basically fucked. He usually comes to my place on the weekends, and that is the only time we spend together. He will not hold down a job for very long, and he quits often without having another one lined up. Granted, without a degree and quality experience, it's tough for him to find a job that doesn't suck. He quit his last job that he only worked for 3 months in February and hasn't been employed since. This is the second summer in a row that he has been unemployed. I've given him ultimatums, broken up with him, etc., but he will just get a job, act like he's serious about changing his life for a few months just to get back with me, and then he'll suddenly quit. I have so many negative thoughts and feelings about him, and I sometimes resent him for ruining our chances at being truly happy. He can barely afford to feed himself. I feel like I enable him, but I would feel like I'm abandoning someone that I love if I break up with him. He is my favorite person in the world. We love each other, and I just want, girl, contradictions. I just want to see him in a better situation so that we can be together happily. It's your delusion, sweetheart. It's the delusion. It's the Disney movies. That's what it is. I see his potential, and I know that if he really applied himself, he could accomplish anything he wanted. People feel free. Hold up. People feel free to disagree.
Still going.
No, she said people feel free to disagree. Read me down if you see fit. I guess my question is, do you believe that I am causing more harm than good by continuing to invest time and energy in him? I want the man that I marry to have the same achievements and mindset as me, and I'm losing hope that we can have a future together.
Girl, you knew this shit before you signed up. You knew that before you sent the letter, didn't you? You knew this before you sent. Now I had to take my notes with this long ass letter.
Go ahead, girl.
First of all, you talking about you feel like you're gonna be abandoning somebody if you were to, I guess, leave him. Girl, you're already abandoning your damn self by being with him. Are you okay? Are you okay? You're not, okay? It's the DICK that has you stigmatized.
Dick juice on the brain.
And I feel a way about that because you need more dick in your life. And I need you to go out and experience that. Experience other men that are on your level. He also strikes me as the type of guy, number one, you'll be a doormat for him. And when things are not going well in his life, he's going to blame you for his failures. Didn't he just blame everything on the school about, oh, I can't afford to pay for college and this, that. He's going to be a person that very seldom, but a person that never really sees his own faults and always sees it in other people and want to spew that out. And why would you want to be attached to that? I understand that you're young, but girl, you are coming to terms in your head because you wrote this letter. You know something's off. You're still holding on to whatever entanglement attachment you got to this person, but you're slowly coming out of that just by writing this letter. And I want you to leave him where he at, because he ain't gonna do that but continue to drag you down. And this be the same type of NIGGA that'll sit up there and cheat on you with multiple women. Well, let me be quiet, because see, this right here is kind of like it's similar to what I went through in the past.
No, we've all been here.
I was about to say,
we've all been here.
I didn't heard this story plenty of times. Ooh, when she was explaining the story, I was seeing the dorms, I was seeing this. Girl, my first reaction was, girl, why are you playing in our face? Girl, why are you playing in your face?
Right.
Oh, okay, girl. I'm glad she said read me down if you must. Friend, I see you got on your clown mask like you always do.
Yes, that is the first thing. That's the first thing.
Girl, okay, this is the thing. I'm gonna need you to stand up. I'm gonna need you to think about how year after year that you try to give him the opportunity to redeem himself, you're gonna be wasting years. So you might as well, you might as well go ahead and cut the cord now. And then the thing is, I'm also going to suggest therapy here, because it was really bothersome to me for her to hear that she felt like she would be abandoning somebody she loved if she decided to leave. It's like, why do you feel comfortable, I guess, being the giver, even whenever you're with somebody who's going to suck everything you got out of you? And it may not be intentional. Well, it's negligent. That's the thing. You want to be with somebody who's going to add to you. And it don't sound like that's what he's going to do or what he has done. So I hate to say it's going to end one to two ways. You're going to figure out what you got to do for yourself to move on, or he gonna suck you dry and you ain't gonna have nothing else left, because he is lazy, is what it sounds like, and you can't change him because he already showed you who he is. So this might be a situation where you might need to get underneath somebody else, like the advice Jami was referencing at the beginning.
Listen, you might have to go find new dick, mommy. Listen, let me explain. I've been through this myself. Okay, I went through this, right? Here's the thing. At base level, if they don't have what you have, they can't fly. It doesn't matter.
Thanks.
If he doesn't have the degree, he can't fly. If he doesn't have the work ethic, he can't fly, because you want something better for yourself. What you've done is allow the trauma bonding thing to take place. I'm sure there's some like childhood trauma shit that y'all bonded over all that time that y'all was talking, and he was making you think he was the same type of person that you are, so that you would give over all of the things freely. Like him making you think, like, honestly, it even sounds like he went to school to trap a bitch. It sounds like he went to school like, I'ma find me a wife in college.
You know,
like that's what it
them
feel
type
like.
be like. Them type of dudes be the ones where they mamas have supplied them everything they needed, and they mamas send them to college, and then find a girl that they like, and then, you know, try to do everything to, because you know your son is a bum. That's what it's given. Like, I blame him. I blame the mama.
And the daddy, because she said he lived with the parents.
Right. And they let him, even though he doesn't work. And I'm gonna tell you what it is. A lot of black people, y'all think just because y'all sons don't sell drugs and don't be going in and out of jail, that they somebody's prize.
That part.
That's what y'all think. When really they're bums with no real like purpose in this life, but to find some woman to suck life from. And I feel like when she said in a letter that she really wanted better for him, the best way for you to help him get that better is to show him that he can't have access to you at this level in his life.
Yeah.
That's the only way to show him, is to remove yourself. And I'm telling you right now, you need to go cold turkey. No phone calls, no seeing each other for no less than 6 months. No less than 6 months, because that's how long it's going to take you to go through the motions of being hurt, being angry, missing him. And then finally, at some point, once the dick juice drains from your brain, you'll be able to think clearly about the moments that you know he was playing in your face, manipulating you, triggering you, or trying to use the way you feel about him in order to get something from you, manipulating you. You'll think about these moments like, child, that one time we did this, you know what I mean? And it'll start to piss you off. And that's when you remember who somebody is and let them go. Okay? You just got to let them go. And yes, please get out there and be open to other experiences. You're too young to be tying yourself down to one person. When we tell y'all that, y'all don't want to hear us. But what we really trying to make y'all understand is that these are only experiences. And even at big ages, you don't know what's going to happen in any relationship. So get that "we gonna be together" bullshit out your head, because you don't know that until you deciding to be with somebody forever. It is literally a choice. It is not something that, you know, you just slip and fall and feel so compelled to do all the time. No, it's something that requires a lot of effort. And if you think you was gonna have your ideal life with a nigga that can't even pass his classes, that can't even hold down a job, he's showing you that he don't have what it requires to be with you or to have what you want to have. And as much as it's gonna hurt you, baby, you gotta let him go, and you gotta learn the lesson, and don't do it in the next one. The next one needs to have what you have or better. Period.
Follow-up question though, because this is gonna be her pitfall. You remember she said they in the same friend group.
Yeah. But the friends, she said the friends don't want them together.
Oh, okay. So that should be easier to manage.
Right. It should. Well, you know, Jami, hit him up with the good luck, man.
Good luck.
Okay, she got to do it. It's better when she does it. It's better when she does it. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into some TV talk. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. Let's start with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. They had their final reunion for season 15, and I feel like it's what I hate about reunion shows. Like, y'all know how it is, especially when you gotta make notes for reunion shows. It is so obnoxious and tiring, and hated it. And so this reunion show really like showed me how much I can't stand reunion shows, because Sheree did nothing all season. came to the reunion with her fucking props and her new face and her over-exaggerated beef with Candy. And now it's as if she's earned the right to have a peach next season, all because she got up and showed us her ass when we was talking about her face. Whatever. And then Marlo and the fake niceties and and her and Sonya. Me and Sonya are so close. I'm always around Sonya. I love her so much. And Sonya with the Kenya, you really disappointed me. Bitch, y'all are not friends. Let it go and stop grandstanding with the whole Kenya, you're just not a good friend to me. Y'all aren't friends. Y'all aren't friends, bitch. Okay? And Drew, baby, my God. At the end of the day, you do dumb shit. Like bring Ty to Ralph's birthday party. Like tell everybody she's your crush. Like don't delete your text messages. Like bitch, what is going on? You're not trying to protect yourself in any way. And now you want to lie for dear God about the relationship with Ty. Like any of us are fucking blind. You and that lady are kitty clicking. You've been kitty clicking. And this is not like anything that we need to be arguing this heavy about. But this is when I realized that Drew creates conflict sometimes on purpose so she can stay on this show because she doesn't have any real relationships with anybody on this show.
Which makes me wonder if her and Ralph are going to stay together for a storyline.
Yep. I think so. When they was at the end and they both was talking about how they still love each other, I was like,
husband. I love my wife. Oh, Lord.
Child, they gonna stay together. They gonna make us suffer.
Securing the bag for yet another season. Oh, wow.
So, Courtney, what did you guys think about Courtney being Ralph's battery? And also, what did y'all think about all of the other women kind of being there, almost supporting Ralph instead of Drew, except for Kenya? What y'all thought?
I just cringed when you said Courtney's name because I thought about the way his face was leaned into her neck when she went into that room for a hug.
Yes, God, girl. We saw it.
Bitch, if you don't stop playing in our face, it is a whole nother level of Berg to be like. That just convinced me that she really is a side chick. Like before. I was like, you know what, y'all, that's way too soap opera. That's way too complex. Like, nah, I'm not going for it. When I seen her hug that man, it told me everything I needed to know. So what level of Berg do you have to be to find a way to get on this show through Sheree? Which I don't know if Sheree knew the ins and outs of this before old girl came on the show. Sheree is just dumb enough to bring anybody on the show for the sake of trying to get back at somebody. So I think that's what happened. But what level of Berg do you have to be to pose as somebody's cousin for a whole season? Girl, exactly. What? So that's how I feel about Courtney. I don't want to see her no more. Her hair is broke. Her edges look bad. I don't want to see her anymore. She's not giving what she thought she was giving. And then the ladies on the stage. Y'all, to sum it up, how I feel about the whole Drew situation. Like you said, everybody and their mama know that Drew is lying. Everybody and their mama know that Drew is lying. But I'm here to tell you that nobody cares if you was messing with this woman. Nobody cares if you have relations with this woman. If that's something that you're going to take to your grave, you're going to take it to your grave and we can stop talking about it. I'm tired of having discussions about it, listening to it. However, I will say, I'm annoyed that these housewives don't have enough decency as a woman to at least stand on the side of the wife when her husband is on the reunion mentally and emotionally abusing her. Like we ain't seen Sheree in the car crying, talking about I didn't choke you hard enough. So Sheree, you've been in the position before of a victim and you also manipulate and gaslight people and do all types of stuff. So I'm just disgusted at the behavior of the women who decided to go against Drew in that moment. Aside Ralph not being in the group, them arguing during the season, I don't give a fuck. Y'all argue. That's what y'all do. But when this man come on the stage and y'all don't have some type of decency as women, I'm disgusted by all of them.
I definitely agree. As far as Courtney, yeah, I'm tired. It's giving tired and through. I have no desire, no interest in seeing this woman. She said she wasn't talking about this lady child, and then immediately responded and said, I know exactly what I said. That's why I kept repeating it. Like, get this bitch off this show and send her on her way. I definitely think that she was a minion, Muppet puppet for Sheree, because I think I mentioned that last week about the whole issue Sheree still has with Drew, which is why she brought that evidence. Talking about she didn't want to do it, but you brought it for that very reason. Like, she's just full of shit. I was very disappointed in a lot of the ladies sitting on the stage, because I know Drew lies, like Necey said, like we all say, Drew definitely be out here lying, but that does not excuse Ralph's behavior. Like, that doesn't mean, I feel like when y'all say she gaslights him, or primarily when you say she gaslights him, it makes me feel like you're excusing his behavior in a sense. And I'm just like, you can't do that. Like, we literally saw this man sit in front of the therapist's face, and with him sitting in the therapist's face, he tried to manipulate the damn therapist. Like, come on, y'all been watching the same show. We see it on the outside. Y'all have a clearer view because you guys are on the inside. Y'all have got to see the FS, and it can't just be because Drew be lying y'all think that Ralph is a saint. Like, I can't get with that. I don't support that at all. I will say, when it comes to Drew and this whole Ty situation, she definitely did something. Something went down. Do I care? No. It's giving Bolo and Portia when that happened a few seasons ago, and it was like y'all dragged that the entire season. So, like, it's still being drugged. Like, okay, it happened. And Portia denied that, and we all believe that what happened, they said it happened. I mean, we believe that it happened. Same thing is given with Drew. The only difference is what Drew is married to this man, and no one really cares for real, because she right. We don't know what the hell Ralph been out here doing while he's saying that he wasn't out here cheating. Like, we don't believe him. But definitely disappointed in the ladies for the most part, outside of Kenya, and I want Courtney gone. That's just really the short answer.
Okay. I appreciate that. I agree with all of that. Let me say this. Everybody is fucking male identified. Okay? Everybody. Every single one of them is male identified. Okay? And I also wanted to answer that question that person, how did this all happen? Okay, well, Drew went around telling multiple people that if it didn't work out with Ralph, she was going to try it with her crush. And when asked who her crush was, she said Ty. Erica Peebles, who played her love interest in the movie, is friends with Ty. So she says it to the makeup artist. The makeup artist tells it to Erica Peebles, and Erica Peebles brings Ty to the set the next day. I'm sure everybody was like, we know that Ralph mistreats her, so we gonna bring Ty and see what happened. I feel like that's what was going on some level, okay? I feel like I wish that Drew had not pushed the whole I did not kiss, I didn't kiss LaToya, Candy's a liar thing, because I feel like Candy would have been more on her side too if that had not happened. But again, male identified, and you didn't lie on Candy, and she probably was the only one besides Kenya that would have had your back. So that was Drew's mistake to me.
That is very true.
Because girl, like, you really could have let that go and still retained your friendship with Candy, but you really had to drive it home. Candy-coated lies. And that's what we be talking about when we say you're acting, because then you turn around and it's like, wait, are we okay though? It's like you thought it was an and scene moment. Like, that's what it felt like. But either way, it was so uncomfortable to watch Drew sing to Ralph. That really upset me. Girl, don't sing no fucking broken-hearted love song to this on no national girl. I was like, why y'all putting us through this? Why y'all couldn't send his slow-paid ass backstage? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just annoyed me that we even had to sit through that very awkward, uncomfortable ass moment. I would have more appreciated if he would have left the stage, or they would have foregone the performance, because I feel like the thrill was gone. Okay.
Yeah, I think everything about this reunion was just tacky, from her setup of singing to moving people around so other folks can come sit down. Everything was just tacky as hell and thrown together like this season.
It really was. It was so upsetting. Also, did you, girl? Let me show y'all. Since we talking about these hoes that don't make no sense. First of all, let's start with Candy. Candy did a new spoof. Here's a little bit of the spoof.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm fine. I am a Sangoma. Yeah, Sangoma is a herbalist.
Are you like a medicine healer person?
Yeah, there is a medicine. You can smell it. Smell your ancestors.
It smells a little bit like pee, though.
I can draw my bones and tell you what you must do in life and what is your problem. Let me check to my bones what is going to set. You want me to look for you?
Will she find love? She's divorced. Will she get remarried? Will she find love?
You are not going to get married, Teyana.
Why?
She's old now.
That shit was
So,
hilarious.
child, I was dying. Okay, Candy played too much. The way she had that boot in her mouth the whole time she was sitting there at Sheree. Child, she's really getting good at these damn spoofs. But y'all know Sheree had to act like it was like the biggest. They're always talking about me. They're always using me for clickbait. Y'all, I'm about to play the video, but make this shit make sense.
Hey y'all, okay. I'm just chilling at home. People get calling me like, girl, what? So listen, I already know I'm good clickbait. I said it last season. The girl cannot stop talking about me. So I need you guys to head over to shebysheree.shop or shebysheree.com and get your I know I'm good clickbait sweatshirt or t-shirts.
Can y'all tell me what jail cells have to do with clickbait? Can somebody explain it to me? Because I'm
like
lost.
jailbait, clickbait. I don't know. What killed me though was that she had been waiting on this drop, and this seemed like a more seamless launch than the whole She by Sheree brand. Like you was on ready, the link was working, but we didn't get that with the She by Shein.
My main thing is this, and I said it earlier today. I'm gonna say it again. You so bothered by a spoof that was a minute and some long, but you wasn't bothered by that man that came out and drug your ass for a full hour.
Ooh,
Where is his
Lord.
response? But
Child,
you
I'm
responded to
mad.
Candy.
I thought I had made the video, y'all. I'm mad because I thought I had made it because I actually did have that made, and I thought that I had brought it in, but I did not. Damn it. Hold up, let me see if I can pull it in right fast because I would really love to play it.
Go to his
Because
page.
Sir gathered her. Yeah, no, I'll share the page.
And what's also funny is the number of comments saying how she looked like Ariana Melody, because I low-key thought the same thing when she had
Who is
that
that?
filter on.
God, I was just about to say, who
Ariana
the fuck?
Curry, coleslaw.
Oh, Ariane. Okay.
And Mel, it was given whatever. I don't know what she did this time.
She did something, and it shows she ain't got no self-confidence. I'm gonna say it again. Here you go.
It went on national TV. Okay. And I feel like they discredit my work, and I feel like I have to respond the best way I can in front of my audience. When it comes down to me, I'm like quiet when it comes down to the internet. Right. That's why everybody's trying to figure out, like, damn, what you gonna say? This niggas take my credit. Niggas don't post right. Niggas don't tag right. They don't do shit right, and I just let it slide. If y'all don't know, we talk about She by Sheree. You know what I'm saying? She went online. She went on national TV on Housewives on the reunion, and she brought out receipts. So I bought my receipts too because Lil Mama tried to play me, and we not doing that.
You know, because you were the leading reason that the fashion show was the success.
It was, mind you, this your third fashion show on national TV. Right. This the first one that it actually, you got standing ovation. I'm like, damn, we did our thing. We made Lil Mama look good. Right. You ain't do shit. That's me. Right. Everybody jumping up and down for me. They don't know they jumping up and down for me, but I made you look good. Right. And the fact that you ain't acknowledged it, the fact that you ain't even tried to like say, damn, I appreciate you. Thank you for doing it. Here, let me pay you this. Right. Let me pay you for your time. And I'm gonna give you a tip too, because you made me look good on national TV. Because She by Sheree been shit since it started. The first color line you had is when I built it. I built your shit, really. Somebody went on national TV. Okay. And I feel like they discredit my work.
He went in
He
on her for a
did.
nice little bit in that video, and I watched it. But basically what it boils down to is she was supposed to pay him. She was supposed to pay him for all of the money and the effort that he put into it, but he shouldn't have never did it. Like, that's what I gained from it. I gained from it that you shouldn't have never did business with her in the first place, is people warned you not to do business with her, and you did it off the strength of the homegirl who was trying to get on the show. What's her name?
Rowan.
Rowan was trying to get on the show. And so Sheree was supposed to be the plug. So Rowan was over there telling him that she was going to pay for the shit that Sheree wasn't paying for. Sheree was dragging her feet the whole time. But because Tyree felt like this was a really great opportunity and he was invested, he decided to go ahead and give his money and give his time and not get that paperwork right, and ended up only making $400 and something off of this situation. And that was the amount of money he got back from it. But he made her like 40 something pieces. Okay, then had the audacity to come to him and try to check off some of them. Oh, this wasn't ready. You didn't do this in time. Bitch, you didn't give that man enough time. And he really got that shit done in a clutch for her. It was last minute. She was sitting up there dragging her feet thinking everybody was going to forget about she ain't. But they didn't. And so I think at the last minute, she went and tried to throw some shit together and used her contacts like she do. And I think she made a fool of this man for the moment, but that's okay, because when he decided to come out with his receipts, I think this garnered him even more attention and success positively, because the fact that he was even able to like bring that together for her whack ass, it was magic. Okay,
so to
shout out to
clarify, he's the designer. Like,
Yes.
he's designing the pieces, not the ish that's on her website.
No, the stuff that
Correct.
was
Just the
during
fashion
her yes, the fashion show that
That makes
Candy was
perfect
talking
sense.
about. Yeah.
That
Girl. But
was my major
anyway,
thing.
let's child, let me change some things back and we can read the super chats, child. So hold up, give me a moment. All right, hold up. Did I read this one? Blurred Up reacts. Thank you for the super chat. Want better for him, girl. Want better for yourself. Love and compassion will end you if you give it away and you don't have it for yourself. Child, that's a word right there. Thank you, Pacino Rules, for the super sticker. Thank you, Raymond Nixon, for the super sticker. Thank you, Blur Reacts, for another super chat. The world has evolved and reality TV is stuck. 80% of the world is a toxic illusion. We have enough toxic BS in our life. Half the cast is a walking read. Child, you ain't never lie. Marty, is it Marty J? Thank you for the super chat, love. Hey, beautiful queens, just wanted to show some love. I be screaming at work and these clear people be looking at me like, what the fuck? Big ups to y'all. Sending all my love and positive vibes y'all way. Thank you. We send it right back to you. Thank you, Megan Lawrence. I hate that she didn't look up what clickbait meant. Ooh, girl. I didn't even think that she didn't know what it meant. Parker London, thank you for the super sticker. Marty J, thank you for another super chat. Sheree needs to go sit down. You're not relevant anymore. If she ever was, she ain't gonna pay. She not. She really not. Thank you, Just Jazzy, for the super chat. Sheree is an arrogant loser. She really is, and nobody should ever do business with her again. I remember they said that fucking party planner made sure to get that money up front.
I know this real.
Now y'all sending super chats to read Sheree.
Child, listen, I'm loving it. Thank you.
Mhm.
I'll take it. Okay. With that being said, you guys, I need for y'all to go ahead and like the video because it's like 1,500 of y'all in here. Child, I was gonna let that shit play out. Nigga be needing a break. All right, so Love and Hip Hop Miami, girl. Basically, we got 3 topics to discuss from this show. The first one is Suki and Mama D getting into it, okay? And I'm really trying to go through this quickly. We is not trying to stay here long, girl, okay? Mama D, I feel like you started it. I feel like you probably saw something in Sook that made you feel away. Weren't you a pimp? Which means at some point you probably was a hoe too. And then you was like selling drugs and stuff. So I feel like you had been a terrible example. What's going on, Jamie? You okay?
No, I'm laughing at you.
Oh, okay. Girl, you know I'm making sure. So Mama D, you are giving old jealous pimp. It's giving dehydrated. It's giving you need to find something to do. You did not have to call Suki fat. She might be stuffed into her body just like Shekinah and Spice, but she is not fat. I did not appreciate that. Suki, did you have to drag Mama D publicly in front of everybody and then tell us you pushed three babies out your coochie? Did we need that? I don't think so. I think they were just trying to have a moment together, but I have to bring it up because the moment was so funny because it was almost like they rehearsed it. Suki was like, you got loose lips and you not supposed to, okay? I don't have loose lips. And then Mama D said, yeah, you do. You got loose lips, and threw some condoms down on the damn counter.
Outdone.
Bitch, I was like, that actually worked. The prop worked though. I fell on the ground laughing. I thought it was the funniest shit. Bruh. Because it was right on time. And honestly, Sook has been acting like real crazy. So like, girl, whatever. Like, I know you and Mama D on here playing games.
That's what I was getting from it. When Mama D was walking away, I was like, they is acting so hard. Like, that's exactly what it's giving. Mama D was acting. But I ain't gonna lie. I was like, it ain't nobody but the pot and the kettle arguing with each other. Pretty much. They just arguing. I didn't really have a whole lot to say. I mean, Mama D didn't have to like say the lady was fat and then talking about some, you have to know how it makes black women look. And I'm like, Mama D, why would you say that when you've been out here making us look a damn fool for a long time with your antics? Why would you say this? I love that Suki kind of got on her head about that. I did feel like Suki was doing a whole lot of much, but when Mama D threw down the condoms and all of that extra stuff, some you ain't gonna say nothing to me, bitch, I done had 3 kids, it was a bit funny, and it was giving, girl, it was a scheme they brought to us, but we appreciate the bit of entertainment that y'all gave us. Like,
we did.
Mama D full of shit though.
Yeah, I don't think anything. I didn't watch the episode.
So
this was the first crossover, wasn't it? This was Mama D first crossover, right?
I think she's been on Miami before.
Oh, okay.
With Shay.
Yeah, I was already thrown by that. Is she regular on the show?
No, she was there because it was Shay's baby shower, and you know she's real tight with Shay. But this is what I wanted to ask you. What do y'all think about the way they keep trying to blame the way black women are viewed on Suki and Sexy Red? Because they do perform very much caricatures of ignorant black women. They do. But at the same time, I kind of feel like that doesn't speak for all of us. Like, come on,
Necey. Come on, we here. We see.
Would you say that?
Yes.
Tiffany had the same thing, but white people love her. So I'm just tired of people regurgitating shit that they hear on the internet, and they use those same words and phrases to they weaponize it. Yeah, in conversations. I'm like, honestly, y'all, whenever the pandemic happened, they should have shut off social media. They should have shut the shit off, because
girl, how we was gonna live?
That's true. That's true.
Who's gonna live, girl?
Shit, I was furloughed, so the shit. Honestly, like, I feel like everybody needs a fucking break when it comes to like just consuming other people's ideas and opinions, and that's all it is. But I don't know if he's gonna talk about this. Suki on the red carpet at the VMAs.
Girl, yes, we're gonna talk about it when we get to the VMAs, so you can save it.
Talk about it.
Okay.
I'm not crazy about Sexy Red. I haven't really gotten into her.
She's trash. But I still don't think, it's on her. Like, she just been born, bitch. Like, the fuck? Hold'em is not new. Like, fuck.
It's not. I mean, I just feel like those people should not be the role models for your kids at the end of the day.
The thing for me is when people act like it's so hard now because, you know, they're getting it from everywhere. And I'm like, so were we. Like, what are you talking about? Like, do they think we weren't getting pressured to act like hoes? Like, do they feel like that's not what was happening when we was growing up? Because I feel like everybody kind of got pressured.
I think it's different because people have it at their fingertips in their hand now. Like, you have social media constantly running. With us, I feel like it was a little different. We still got it, but just in a different way because I mean, we got it on television. I mean, we had Uncle Luke and them out here.
Music video. I'm from New Orleans. Do you know how terrible it is?
And the different like what Melissa Ford's, the different ladies that was in the video
double XL
and all
yeah,
that.
the double XL magazine,
Playboy, like, all of that. We got it just in different ways.
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all don't have music videos no more, but that's how we used to get it back in the day. Like the video girls was like, they was the lowest, the bottom of the bottom back in the day. And then y'all made it worse when you prostitutes started dancing and them girls stopped making 5 to 10 to 20 stacks of video and started only making up to 1,000 or a couple of hundred. Child, that's what Mena was trying to stand on when she came into the Love and Hip Hop situation, talking about Kim Bella was lowballing. And she one of the reasons why we can't make the money we was making. You fucking up my girl. I remember that. I was like, girl, shut up.
They gotta do it. Listen,
yes, they fought.
I don't want to hear nothing from a lot of people if we had Freak Neat.
Oh,
the way I was out here showing y'all it's that Freak Neat and they about to drop a whole documentary. Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah.
There are Polaroids out there of somebody's mama's coochie. Okay, full hair and everything. Like, stop it. And that's the thing that work on my nerves about the women that develop this mindset. It's like, girl, this is not new. It's just regenerated for another generation. But this shit is not new. And y'all never want to back it up to the real problem. You already know that, first of all, this is a consumer-driven country. Meaning that the only reason why Suki and Sexy Red can even make money is because they're niggas that eat that shit up. So y'all can be online pump faking and acting like, oh my God, that's so beneath me. But they got people paying to see that shit, which is why them hoes be doing it all the time. It keeps them relevant. That's how Suki stays relevant.
Yeah,
she does something crazy and we still talking about her until the next thing she does that she can make money off of. You know, it's rinse and repeat. And I just kind of feel like at the end of the day, it is your job to get control of your child's mind at an early age and to explain to them what they're seeing so that they can filter through it. To explain that this is sometimes how women act when they've been hurt or traumatized by people. Okay, they learn that their bodies can only be used, you know, in a transactional situation, and that's not always a good way to be. See how when Suki went on the thing and the dude was touching all on this because they felt like they could because she promotes a certain energy, and that is not okay for them to do. But you have to understand how that energy can be turned against you because they're always looking for something to turn against you. You got to have these conversations with your fucking kids. Okay, and I think a lot of y'all want to be able to leave y'all kids with them fucking phones and tablets so that they can get out your face. So you up here trying to make some 20-something-year-old girl responsible for why your daughter is out here talking about her booty hole brown. Like, what?
Yep.
Cut it out. Anything else before we Shay? Okay, so Shay, Mama, and Fabo. I don't like Fabo because the nigga got plaits. Anytime I see a nigga with plaits, and then he had Beijing and plaits, and he a Jamaican man, girl, that's a whole bunch of I'm about to fuck over you and then fuck the piss out of you, so you'll feel like you're addicted to drugs by the time we done. I feel like Shay, I really like Bucky. I've always liked Bucky and her hair. Shout out to Roxanne. But she just is one of those people that's a glutton for punishment. Her and Fabo have been on and off for over a decade. She finally gets pregnant by him. Shay has had fibroid issues and all of that. So I think when she finally did get pregnant, it was a huge blessing to her. I think she can raise that baby all by herself. I don't think she needs his help. She's worked very hard, like financially. If you follow her on social media, she does the fitness thing. And, she's been very consistent in that business for like a number of years now, since the fibroid issue. So I really like Shay. And I know that she is happy for this baby. But girl, when that man told your mama, fuck that dog, yeah, it don't matter that he bought you $100,000 Tesla. and he was 3 hours late for your baby's birthday
Why he
party.
say fuck the dog? What happened to the dog?
So her mom was taking care of her dog. When he came to live with her, when she got, when she first had the baby, he was like, the dog gotta go because we got this baby. So she gave the dog to her mom and was like, just keep the dog until the baby turned 1. The baby turned 1. Now the mama is like, come get your fucking dog, okay? At first it was cool, but now the mama don't want to deal with the dog no more, and she don't want to drop the dog off at the pound or anything because it's a fluffy French bulldog, and those dogs cost like upwards of 6,000, okay? You know, so the mama just don't want to drop the dog off anywhere, and then this nigga gonna tell her, did you pay for it? Did you pay for it? All in the mama face, and MJ had to jump in, and I know it was so hard for him to do that because you could tell MJ is not strong enough. Like, I don't know why he's not strong enough. Probably because he's been coddled his whole life. But child, it was a mess. The dude was like, fuck that dog. I'm not talking to you about this no more. You could bring the dog to the shelter. Fuck that dog. Like, it was the way he was talking to her mom. It was just so unnecessary. It was like he can't be challenged on anything, because if he is challenged at all, he can curse you out. So he was 3 hours late for the baby shower, and she was pissed off with him. He wasn't answering the phone or nothing. And then he shows up and, kisses her in front of everybody, kind of forcing her to act like everything is cool. And then he announces that he bought her a Tesla. And from what I find out, he didn't buy her a Tesla. That Tesla belonged to his ex-girlfriend. So he was 3 hours late, and he brought her a used Tesla. And from what I understand, Shay today don't have that car. I could be wrong. I'm not. Somebody say that in my comments. People be lying. But I'm kind of inclined to believe that he took the car from a girlfriend and or had it in a past relationship and just kind of gave it over to her, because it was just so many other ways that he could have handled that situation that would not have resulted in stressing that lady out on her baby's birthday party day. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was supposed to be a happy day for her after everything she probably went through to get pregnant and have that baby, and the baby to get 1, and you had to ruin it. And then you come in there with that fucking car, and that's supposed to make it okay. And she's all excited, but I'm like, girl, that was a manipulation.
It was. And he was so disrespectful to her mom. Child, I'm like, Shay, let this man go. First of all, it took y'all 10 years just to get here. And then now you're going to sit there and put 365 days, get him that limit. I'm like, girl, that man not gonna propose to you. It's not gonna happen. You should have gave him that ultimatum when y'all came back together, to be honest. But my thing was the $100,000 Tesla. Like, for what though? So he went and got you $100,000 Tesla, but couldn't get you a few $1,000 ring. A ring that cost a few thousands of dollars and propose to you. I mean, if that's something he really wants, right? Y'all already got a commitment with just the kid. Might as well go ahead and solidify it if that's what he really wants. But you allowing this man to waste your time, but you want to sit your ass up here and have a full conversation with a martyr. Hello, and how Safari ain't this good dude and this or that, and we get it. We know that he's not, but ma'am, you've been a fool for 10 years, a whole decade, and you want to sit over here and try to tell Amara what she can and cannot do when it comes to a relationship, but you done had a baby by this fool. Girl, you look stupid. And then I'm like, 100,000, girl. He could have put that down on a house. He could have really gave you something that y'all could have left to your child. But you went and got you a Tesla that was likely leased or whatever the case is.
That was a
like,
flex.
girl, where? Like, I don't believe. Girl,
absolutely.
And I thought that MJ was gonna swing on him or something. I'm like,
he broke something, but I think he was too scared to.
That's what I was wondering. Like, were you not trying to turn up because it was your niece's party? Or were you trying to, because MJ also makes me think, could he have been a person in his past that used to always lose his cool and show his ass? And when you go through certain things in your life and you gain self-control of yourself, that's kind of like what you're fighting, like trying not to go back to who you were. So I'm also wondering that. Now it could be what you mentioned, I'm a punk. It could be a punk situation, but then it also could be that he's trying to restrict himself because of who he used to be, or either it was his niece's birthday. But if her daddy got rude, then fuck it. Like,
for real. That's how I felt. It was given he was actually kind of worried about what might happen, because dude was pressing to me. Like, dude energy felt like he was looking for that action. Like, he was looking for it to be a problem.
He told Shay that. He said, get your brother, because I really do this shit. I was like, oh my.
And I believe him too. I do. But it was to me, it was just embarrassing. And I feel like, I think Shay has to know she deserves better at some point. And with everything that she's been through in her life, I just don't know when she gonna learn that lesson, because, girl, that was embarrassing.
Question: what did you think about Mama D having that conversation with him and he cut her off when she was talking about
Girl,
Scrappy?
I wanted to be upset with him, but I wasn't, because I felt like,
Right?
Mama D, girl, go on away from us with this.
Like,
Nobody
he
wants
was
to
so
talk.
right.
Yeah, no, she's delusional. Let it go.
Damn, that man said, I don't want to hear about it. Like, when I tell you he shut her the hell up, girl, you don't say that to nobody. I thought that was supposed to be my grandbaby, so I kind of like felt the way about you at first, because it was supposed to be, girl, y'all raggedy. You got grandkids you ain't even trying to see. Shut up.
Oh,
Anyway.
Lord. Making it real hard for the BAM over there. Thank you, Megan, for the super chat. I can't stand Bondy. Not stuffed in her body. Child, that's how them hoes look. Thank you, Gwen, for the super chat. Thank you, love. Just showing a little love for you, ladies. I appreciate your BTS work for these shows and the content. We'll catch the rest of the show on replay. About to start my birthday shenanigans. All right, now, a few hours.
birthday.
Happy early birthday, Gwen. Okay, y'all know Gwen is the one that coined the Oppressed Women's Network term.
Yup.
So shout out to her.
Shout out
And
to
happy
you.
birthday, love.
Yes, happy
So,
birthday.
lastly, from Love and Hip Hop Miami, girl, speaking of people embarrassing themselves, Amada, okay, because she's really upset with Safari, because now she's losing money. Okay, her manager or whoever told her that the situation with Safari is stopping her bag. Like, there's a freeze on her brand deals, okay, because of him. And she didn't want to believe it at first, because she didn't understand. Like, what do you mean? Like, that's his personal life. That has nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? That has nothing to do with me. You know, that's how she felt. And once she found that out, Safari was online talking about the one that got away, and we didn't know who the fuck he was talking about, but it was him being online playing games. And so he comes to talk to Amara, and Amara's like, listen, okay, you're fucking up my bag, then you online talking about, the one that got away. You're just mad disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you even playing with me like this? As if she didn't know. And his response to her was, oh, that's my job. You can't believe everything that you see me do on the internet, because I'm just giving people what they want to see. I'm just giving people what they want. And I was just like, this nigga's miserable. I think he's miserable, and I think that he really hates himself. So you know how when men really can't stand themselves, they treat everybody around them so terribly. It's almost like they want somebody to do something to them because they hate themselves so much. Like, they want you to come and beat their ass, because that's how much they can't stand themselves. Because Safari, I feel like he has, like, basically made all of this shit happen for Erica. I think he was being very vengeful towards her. And I think he was doing a lot of shit to get people against her and to isolate her and to just fuck over her. I think he was, when she said he was torturing her, I believe he was. It's the way he goes about things. Like, he knows he's hurting people. He knows he's being an asshole, and he don't give a fuck because he's mad about something. And he'll never really talk about whatever's really bothering him, but he gonna keep getting his revenge on all you bitches, okay? And that's what it's given. So I think any woman that gives him the time of day is setting themselves up to be played. Like, congratulations, you played yourself,
For sure. I think what he's still upset about is losing Nicki Minaj.
Oh,
I think he still
To this
hates.
day?
Yeah, I do. They was together for like 10 years, but I think they've known each other longer than that. And I think that's his biggest regret. So when he talks about when the woman that got away and the man said, oh, y'all was together for 10 years or something like that, he just pointed, he was talking about Nicki. So I think he just regrets not being with her and effing it up. And it just goes along with everything else Bondy just said, with how he goes about treating women and him not talking about, because he's hurting inside. He's still dealing with something. He's not over something that he got going on.
But
And
when you say he's hurting
on other people.
inside, you made me think about the America's Next Top Model clip. You don't know what I've been through. I've been hurting inside.
Yes.
Oh.
So that's what I think that is. I think he just hate that it's her. And a lot of times when dude have like a good girl, they be searching for that girl in other people that they go out and they date, and he just hasn't really found that. So I just think he's just unhappy, miserable, and hates that he let her get away.
Yeah. I mean, I would be unhappy too if I had to be theatrical as fuck everywhere to get it back forever.
Yeah,
it's exhausting.
I think they were toxic as hell together, to be honest. Cause she used to talk to him like he wasn't shit.
You wore a jean vest. They're gonna love the jacket. I'm sorry, y'all. That clip lives rent free in my mind where he tried to tell her this jacket was ugly, and she was like, "What? The jacket's amazing. Okay, you wore a jean vest." I was just like, naturally.
I think she used to definitely get him the "Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis"
Yeah.
treatment for sure, like a lot.
But can we keep it
Never
a
want
buck?
nobody coming to see you.
They wasn't coming to see him, but there was something happening when they were making the music, though. I can't even front on
say
it.
that. Yeah, I agree.
It was something about them back then, like, because I think he really did, like, produce a lot of songs. Like, wasn't Did It On Him? Didn't he produce Did It On Him?
I don't know, but he gave a lot of ad libs though.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Safari does give bomb behavior. I was watching a snippet of Nicki's interview after they broke up, and she was just talking about how when she went to New York, I guess she had went back to New York, or she was getting ready to move to Atlanta. He wanted to come down with her. He begged to come down with her. She let him come down with her. And he had a job for a short amount of time and he didn't want to work that job. So she was the one that was out here hustling, trying to figure out, okay, don't worry about it. You know, I could book some shows. I could do this and that. I could get the rent paid. I could da. So, yeah, it's kind of making me think for myself how we see Safari is kind of who he has always been, with a little spice on top, because he got a little, you know, a little piece more of a coin and attention now.
I think he tired her out. I think he took advantage. I think that he was sucking her dry. And I think she had to let him go. And I'm glad that she did. If it wasn't for the fact that I think she moved on to somebody worse, they just don't do anything publicly. Like,
I was about to ask that, would she have been better off with the Kenneth
or Meek
I don't
Mill?
think so.
Oh, or Meek.
I don't think so. No, Meek neither, because the way Meek jeans is set up, they never fully cover his ankles. And
I thought you was talking about genetics. I was like, Lord, what is it?
No,
that's what I thought she was too. I'm like, no, what's wrong with me?
I meant the way he wears his actual jeans. It always bothers me. Like, he always wearing skinny jeans that don't quite fit, and it just bothers me so much. That wasn't the move. He was a rebound. He really was just a rebound after Safari. I think that Nicki needed to be alone. I think that Nicki needed to do the single thing and date niggas and just have a good time and focus on her career, and then get into acting and, you know, focus on staying current in her music. Like, I think there were so many other things that she was supposed to do except for going back to the hood to get Dirty Dick Kenneth, who comes with all of this fucking baggage that you feel the need to add to your already, you know, batch of problematic shit that you got going on. It's just sad.
Yeah, I think she missed some stuff. When you were listening on, I think she missed that acting. Like, she missed her time. Well, not necessarily missed her time, but she missed her time in a sense. I wish when she kind of like fell back, she would have really like went more into that. Acting. Like, yeah, I wanted to see her
instead of just sitting
more
at the house. Because
the only thing I remember her in was that one movie where she was a secretary.
And
with the Kim Kardashian thing, right?
Didn't she?
Wasn't that with Brandy? I think was that the one with Brandy?
Yes. But didn't she do a barbershop?
Yes.
The last one?
Yes,
she did the last barbershop.
Eve wasn't in that. Yep. Mm-hmm. Or maybe Eve. No, Eve was in it. Yeah, that's the last one. You're right.
Yeah,
I just wanted to see her do more
in barbershop, but she should have done more. She should have done more. Like, you could have got into it for real, because that's really what her thing was. Like, she was in school to sing and to do theater, and we was used. Girl, we gonna get into the VMAs later, but let's end on this because it's, you know, Erica Mena's apology. Y'all know she came out with a apology drafted by a publicist. I doubt that she said any of this, but let me read it. I deeply regret my insensitive comment and want to humbly apologize to anybody I hurt or offended by my thoughtlessness. My choice of words was wrong, and I take full responsibility for what I said. I am committed to listening to the voices of those affected and will work toward making amends. As a woman of color and the mother of 2 Black children, I want to make it clear that my use of that word was not in any way racially driven. That said, I do understand the gravity of what I said and want to use my platform to promote inclusivity and equality. Sincerely, Erica Mena. Girl, you just saying that because you lost that second job. If you had only lost Love and Hip Hop, you wouldn't have gave a fuck and you wouldn't apologize to nobody. I don't believe nothing you're saying.
Yeah, it was delayed. And she waited too long to say anything.
For real.
And when I heard it, I heard the statement through like TMZ, and they worded it as though like it was a third party statement. Like she said this, she said that, instead of just posting the image that you just showed us, which I thought was odd. And it's killing me that this girl said what she said wasn't racially motivated. Be for real.
Be
for real.
This
you
girl.
didn't went your whole life calling black girls monkey anytime you get mad because somebody done told you that you was the token. You was the exotic looking girl that was, you know, Latina, black adjacent, you think. So yeah, I wonder how long she gonna go without her jobs, and we'll see what she does to promote inclusivity besides fuck with black men.
I agree with that, and hang with her black friends that she be getting caught the fuck up in her trouble and they get charged.
The BAM.
Exactly. Exactly. Erica's full of SHI. In all honesty, I love that y'all highlighted the fact that, girl, you ain't saying that for like 2 to 3 weeks, and then now you want to drop this statement once you done lost a second job. Okay, so miss us with all of the bullshit. We do not believe you. And what confirmed that your apology was full of shit was when somebody got in the comments and asked you whether Spice apologized to you for mentioning your son. You could have ignored that like you ignored the other thousands of comments on your page, but you chose to respond and say that she never had the guts, unfortunately. But you also didn't have the guts to tell your own damn friends that you called Spice a fucking monkey, but you wanted to talk about everything else to get them on your side because you were so mad at her and you flipped the table or whatever, but you didn't mention that. And you also didn't have the guts to come to us before Love and Hip Hop put their statement out to say that your ass was fired. So, girl, it is what it is. You want to talk about guts, but you don't have any of your damn self. Go and raise your children. We wish you the best. Good luck.
Good luck. Okay, and with that being said, let's go ahead and move into the gossip chat. Okay, you guys. So I definitely want to give y'all a breakdown of this situation. Okay. And I had to go and collect information because I was not about to sit and listen to hours and hours of boring conversation between Shirley Strawberry and this very strange high cheekboned man. Okay. So let me just go ahead and read what they said from Industry on Blast. Shirley's estranged husband, Ernest Ernesto Williams, was jailed last year with multiple counts of fraud, identity theft, and child pornography. Ernesto is still being held in the Fulton County Jail without bond. Morning show listeners wondered when Shirley would address her husband's criminal activity. Then a YouTuber filed a Freedom of Information Act request for copies of any jailhouse phone calls between Ernesto and Shirley. The YouTuber has been leaking the phone calls on YouTube daily since last month. After speaking with Steve and the morning show crew, Shirley decided to address the phone calls early on Monday morning. And this is what she had to say. I'm going to do my best, y'all. Okay? She said that her estranged husband is still in jail. She spoke on Steve being winded and Marjorie looking at them like the help. She can't take it back. She said, don't make me laugh. Okay, listen, hold on. She can't take it back. She said it, and she wants to apologize. She is not trying to add to what he and Marjorie have going on. She mentioned what they have going on a bunch of times. We'll get to that. She was running her mouth in what she thought was a private conversation. She was trying to stand by her man. She had been married for 8 years, and she had no idea the charges are horrific. She didn't want Steve's name associated with her mess. She met him through an ex-friend, not Steve. She had to move in with friends, and she lost her house and a vehicle and a ring. A storm on the 4th of July was a foreshadowing of what was to come in her life. She said this, okay? Okay, hold on. She didn't know he was arrested. She got a call from jail and ignored it. Then one of his friends gave her the word. She thought he would be out in a couple of days, but now it's a year later. She was just trying to make conversation when she was on the phone with him, and now divorce proceedings are on the way. If it wasn't for God and her job, where would Shirley be right now? She's just trying to live her life. And that was Shirley
Who released this statement? She
That
did.
is fucked.
That's what she said. That was basically like I transcribed the main points from her.
That's just how she
long-winded-
sounds.
Yeah, her.
That's exactly
Oh,
how
my
she
goodness.
sounds on the radio. Child, I can't. That was
So-
hilarious.
Yeah, it's giving old lady stick beside him, but now I didn't got caught up, so I can't stick beside him. But the thing that's killing me is that I heard in some of this that whatever those child pornography and sexual assault situation, whatever that is, that might have something to do with her daughter and her grandchild.
Mm-hmm.
What the?
Mhm.
Do you
That-
know what's going on?
But
with
she's
that?
acting as though
That's-
she's unaware of the severity of the charges.
Yes. And which is bullshit, because I think she was a part of the scamming that he was doing, I'll help you guys, further your brand. You give me a whole bunch of money and nothing ever happens. Like, I think that she knew about that. And the real estate stuff.
I don't know if she did, because I was thinking it too, but then I started to question this as I listened to a lot of the calls. She did seem like she was a bit like clueless, and she was giving to me a woman that was so desperate to have a man that she wouldn't want to like do anything to piss him off. So whatever you do over there, I'm not even going to try to pry into that business. I'm just going to trust that you're going to do it just so I can say that I got a man and da. Like, it was just some of, like, if you listen to the calls, I'm with you. I thought that too, but then I was like, nah, I don't think she knew a lot, because it was so easy for him to finesse her. Just listening to what he would say on the calls with her, he could just finesse her. So it was easy for him to just do a lot of shit under her, underneath her. But now this man had charges going back to 2019, and that's the time that she was married to this man. Also had charges in 2021. So it's giving you knew something. Now you may not have known everything, but ain't no way he done sat up there and got charges on him, arrested or whatever back in 20.
4 months.
Are you saying similar
right?
charges, Jamie?
Yes.
And it was 4 months after they got married, right?
No, that might be something different, because I feel like
Okay.
Chronicle Speaks may have spoke on that, but no, I'm talking about they got married in like 2015 or earlier
Yeah.
on, but he has recent charges from 2019, 2021, 2022, which is why he's locked up now, 2022, because of the $1 million scam that he and somebody else was out here allegedly conducting, which
And that
has
lady looked like a crackhead.
kept him locked up. That's what, yeah.
Can you
Educated
go back to
woman.
the picture of the man? I want to see him
Educated
again.
woman.
Oh, you want to see him again? Hold up. Let me slide back up.
And
Hold
those pictures, they are believing that it does have something to do with her daughter. I know I listened to one of his court hearings, and they first of all, his attorney was so unprepared, and I believe they paid this man $20,000 according to the phone calls, and he was just so unprepared, didn't really know a whole lot. This man, he's like, a win is a win, because he finna take y'all money. But he was telling the judge that it's only like one photo incriminating him, or one photo that was found on his computer of, some type of inappropriate something as it pertains to CP. And the prosecutor said, no, baby, it's like 5. We have like 5 photos. Whoa. So yeah, it just, that might be what it is with her daughter. Her daughter has a restraining order against him, and she gonna say on the phone, getting a restraining order against my husband is like getting one against me. Are you stupid?
Wow.
Wow.
Are you okay?
You can tell there's something she believe in. Look at her gaze in this picture on this man.
Yeah, that's why I use this one. Because to
Uh-huh.
me, you can see it all right here. Just as thirsty for a nigga as she could possibly be. Almost 70 years old. It's a damn shame.
I hate
And
that.
wouldn't I have apologized, of course, if the video and stuff wasn't, the audio and things were leaked. But what she said about Steve and Marjorie to me wasn't that bad. She just said that Steve was winded and Marjorie considers them the help. I wouldn't be surprised if she really did think that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. But my thing is this. You rushed to get up there on the radio show to apologize to this man, but you didn't apologize to your child, calling her a hater and saying she wants your life or whatever the case is. Like down talking your daughter to this pussy dude. Like why would you why and then have this man saying, is she bipolar? Thomas, but she hates me that bad that she would go down there and talk to the police and this, that, and the other. Thomas, I told her not. Shirley, Thomas, she told her not to go down there. Like she was really believing him, but from what I'm understanding, Shirley stopped contact with this man back in May. That's
this
when
May.
Yeah, this May. But she
knew
spent
that
all of September. And she just kept, being with her man or whatever. But in May, she said, well, see, this is what it was. Because on one of those calls, it sounded like his homeboy, who he be calling, his homeboy said, old girl called such and such or called her out in California and told her everything. Now, when they say old girl, they typically refer to old girl as the side chick he be on the phone with. So it was kind of making me think, are you saying old girl down in Florida called his wife and told him everything or something? And maybe that's when Shirley stopped communication, when she kind of realized, oh, this out here trying to play me. Like, what? Oh, he's cheating or whatever.
Especially because, they got the audio of the two of them on the phone and him talking about the picture that he liked that she sent and all of that shit. I don't think it was anything that serious that Shirley said to Steve either, but I just think because of what Steve and Marjorie already have going on.
Right, those rumors.
Exactly. And the rumors are that Marjorie is cheating on Steve. And I didn't even hear Steve's audio, but we're about to play what Steve had to say. But I kind of already knew that this man did not care about whatever the fuck y'all think going on. He's not leaving that lady, and that lady not leaving him. So whatever y'all think y'all know, it don't even much matter. But I'm about to play, what he had to say. Hold on.
So when this came,
because it's like background music.
This how the devil works. I'm gonna pile it on. I'm gonna go get somebody that worked for me. Because one more time, God don't come. The devil don't come for those he got. He sends the ones he has. So now I'm gonna get me a government employee that needs some money, that work at Fulton County. I'm gonna get a hold of him. I'm gonna release these tapes. I'm gonna get him to need a little bit of money. I'm gonna give it to this female blogger, and she gonna get a little bit of money. And now I'm gonna soak him. But the timing of it was ugly because of everything else that's going on right now. And it made it look like Shirley was piling on, and that wasn't her intent. But it happened. Like I say, I understand. The part I'm coming with now is because it's been so ugly for my wife, man. And see, this is what I've never done before. It's been so ugly for my wife. And I've stood there trying not to say nothing. But I'm not a blog. Me, Shirley, Carla, Tommy, Mississippi Jr., we ain't a blog. We're a real media platform. And I don't know if you all know what it's like to wake up every morning that we get up. And our job and mission is to brighten your day. And it don't matter how dark our day is. We got the job to be the morning show. And we got to put on the show. And Tommy come in here with Junior come in here off a crisis with sickle cell. Tommy come in here with bad news. Tommy get hit with cancer. Shirley going through her life right here. Carla got a whole family over here. She got to deal with these people down at the school about her kid. She got to take her black daughter down to this school and try to make the best way for her. Everybody got crosses to bear. But we got to come in here anyway, and we got to be the morning show. In spite of what's happening in our life, when it ain't funny or fun or inspirational or motivational or informative at all, we just in here trying to make it. So I get it. Here's the deal. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to do a list of facts. My wife asked me not to do it because she said, Steve, all them haters going to do is flip anything you say and reverse it. Okay, cool. Well, you're doing it anyway. And you're out there just lying about my girl. And you got her this, and you're tearing away at her character. And I don't like what you're doing to her. I don't like the timing of this jailhouse release because it just seemed like it added more and it came from the inside. I'm tired, but she got to be tired. The woman I married is a good woman. She's the best thing ever happened to me. She's God-fearing. She's loyal. She's faithful. And she's a kind and loving person. I don't care what nobody says. And y'all quit talking about she was in my other marriage and ruined it. She didn't. She was nowhere around that. My marriage, I got divorced in 2005. My marriage was over when the Kings of Comedy was out. Y'all ain't know that though, did you? It was over then. It wasn't worth a quarter then. it took us this long to get to the divorce. That's when the official paperwork came out. But in 2005, let me hip you to something. I had nothing. I lost the radio show we were on in LA on March 23rd, and I lost the only TV show I had May 10th. May 23rd, I lost the radio show, and May 10th, I lost the TV show. Steve Harvey had no money. Got with Marjorie again, New Year's Eve, met her, talked to her. She was with her kids in Hawaii. We got together in 2006. We had nothing. She didn't marry into no lap of riches. I had nothing. When I asked her to marry me at the end of 2006, and then she said she wanted to get married in 2007, I told her too soon. I got to get some stuff together. She said, what? I said, baby, I ain't really got nothing. I'm trying to build. She said, I'm going to get in there and build with you. We got married in 2007. Do you know what I was doing in 2007? Nothing. We had four stations in 2005. 4. We built this. All of us built this. We had 4 stations. We turned this into something. But that woman got down in that foxhole with me and turned this into something. In 2007, we got married. In 2008, we found out that somebody had stolen 7 years of my tax returns. I ain't gonna mention no name. And we owed the government $22 million and we in debt. But then guess what? She stayed with me in that. Then guess what? In 2009, I got Family Feud. In 2009, the book came out. In 2012, the talk show came out. I'm telling you, this woman got in the hole and built this with me. She didn't steal nothing. And I'm tired of y'all talking about my girl. Because my girl is one of the best women I've ever met. And why you black ass people out there got these blogs like you just gonna destroy somebody, I don't really know what that's about. But don't worry about it because it ain't working. Because all we are now, we are a tighter two-handed circle. Thank you for doing that. And you're not gonna split us up. And we're not going nowhere. And she is none of what you said she is. And she the best chick I know. Now I'm defending her. And you can feel how you want to feel about that. But that's the God in me. But now let me give you one piece of Steve Harvey. If I see your ass. And so when this came
out. Now he said, if I see your ass. Steve is a mess.
If I see your ass. Child.
He said, my girl.
My girl.
Oh, God.
I ain't mad at him for defending his wife.
I'm not either.
Me either. It's just funny to hear him talk. He read like he grew up around his grannies. That's how he read.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, that's why he funny
for
as hell.
For sure.
Like for me anyway, because I love the Steve Harvey show. I know a lot of people don't like Steve Harvey, but I was a Steve Harvey show fan. I don't like all of that other shit. He, the rhetoric and all that all the time. But I do feel like whatever him and his wife got going on, I think people love to like speculate on people's marriages when essentially, girl, what's going on in your marriage? Is it all? I mean, I'm just saying, because like people be talking like y'all know what be going on, with people. And I just kind of feel like sometimes you really don't know what people got going on. You don't know, like, Steve O, you know what I'm saying? Like he might know what's going on and don't care. Like
I think that's what it is. Because you can't expect, okay, I'm all for Steve defending his wife. But as far as the blogs, people been talking about Marjorie. Where did the story come about her dating the 2 drug dealing cousins and then her changing all her kids' last name to Steve's last name when they was like whole ass teenagers?
That's been out for a minute. I can't remember where. I can't remember where
it ain't been addressed. And where were people? That's just the craziest story. Like where to get it from?
I think her ex-husband or some baby daddy or somebody was getting ready to get out of jail a few years ago and was planning on writing a book or something. I think that's when it first started to come out, but they never addressed it.
And maybe it's true and he don't care. Like Bondy said, I can see that.
Me too. If you happy with what you got, it is what it is. Whatever happened in their past, whatever works for them, works for them.
Exactly. So yeah, y'all, that's what's going on with Steve. Steve said
one thing I do know though,
his girl.
If they ever divorce, she gonna pull that clip right there. She was shooting in the gym with him.
Okay,
it's mine.
But I think they're too old for that shit. Like, he's been getting married and divorced so much. I think at this point in his life, he is not trying to do
jeopardize
this over again.
How many times has he been married and divorced?
3. I think this is his 3rd one.
Oh, I ain't know that.
3rd marriage.
I thought it was just one before.
2. One way back in the day. And you know they speculate that him and Marjorie been messing around for years. They even think that Lori might be his kid. I mean, honestly, she got it tight because the nigga that was in jail and Steve Harvey look alike. Yeah. There's literally like a video that somebody put on social media of pictures of her and him when, through the years. And the dude looks a lot like Steve Harvey. Dimples, eyes, kind of the same. So she got it tight. Homegirl got it tight. But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic, girl. Kelly Price was hot as fish grease, girl. Let's hear what she had to say.
She's not a side piece. She's not a side hoe. She's a wife. I went through it, but this is not about me. I listened to this blogger go off on Teyana. I'm sorry. I'm actually emotional. I was venting to my husband because I was like, I get so angry when I see this kind of thing. We always talk about black needing to support black. Black needing to do this. Black needing to, don't worry about my smoke detector. This is an important message, but thank you. I appreciate it. I just listened to a female black woman who is a blogger go in on Teyana Taylor, basically calling her all kinds of things about, the fact that she speaks up for her family, and when there are allegations out there that she comes to the defense of her family and she comes to the defense of her husband. What else is she supposed to do? She's not a side piece. She's not a side hoe. She's a wife. They have a family. They have a home. They own businesses together. If anything is worth fighting for, it is your family, especially if it can be saved. I just don't understand why wives get attacked so bad and side get praised. She's a beautiful woman. She's incredibly talented. You don't hear stuff about her. I'm really angry for her. I'm angry for her. Why, black sister on your blog, your platform, whatever, why go after her? Why say she's dependent? Why say she's one of these dumb black women that's going to always fight for black men no matter what the hell they're doing? Isn't that what we're supposed to be doing? Yes, we're supposed to hold them accountable, but we are also supposed to fight for them. Because guess what? Every day that they leave the house, the whole world is against them. They should have peace when they come home. When they mess up, they should be held accountable. But that ain't our business. How about that? If they got some stuff going on in their marriage, that's between them. If a side piece put it out or whatever the case may be, it's still between them.
And we're still gonna report on it, Kelly, because that's the way the cookie crumbles. Unfortunately. Let me say this. I personally feel like deep soul like I roll on Kelly because, girl, it is not our job to be out here defending niggas when they are accused of cheating. It's not. I thought that Teyana and Iman had an open relationship or some type of understanding is what I thought. So the side chick coming out, it just kind of felt like somebody who was just, like, get this little bitch together because she doing too much and she causing an uproar. Get her together, please. And he got her together and she was like, oh, no, we're just friends. That was my necklace, not his. And she hurried up and came out and cleared it up. I think that he absolutely probably has his little situations. And I think Teyana has her little situations. She's just better at hiding her shit. But I think she was referring to Cynthia G. And I watched Cynthia G's video, and Cynthia G often talks about how, everybody gets the same black man. But more of her point that I kind of agreed with was the way Teyana has defended him over and over again, and he never has to respond. That's such a huge.
I don't either.
Okay.
Teyana's had it,
Yeah. So let me think. Because, damn, I hate that I did not think of all the examples that she gave. But she talked about times that Teyana has, came out and argued on his behalf, I guess, with somebody said it was a lie or whatever. But really, I think she was talking about the way she acted about the Chris Brown situation with Rihanna. You defended Chris Brown to Rihanna. That was a long time ago. But then fast forward to you still being friends with this nigga to this day. And he had to flip on you in front of everybody in order for you to see him for who he is.
But I don't think that's the same as defending your man. I kind of feel like that's kind of
I don't think that is either.
different. I know Teyana did come out and defend, like remember the TikTok story that was going viral about her family?
The cocaine.
I remember her coming out defending that one.
Yeah.
What was the story on that?
A TikToker actually performed something that they got, like a blind item.
Yeah.
And it was basically her losing her shit and being on drugs, like being on the powder and going off on somebody. Mm-hmm. So she came out and was like, yeah, take that shit down because I'll sue y'all.
Cheated with a porn star.
And got her pregnant. She defended him when that TikTok. Oh, yeah, because that blind item was him cheating and her going off on him. They would invite women together, but I don't think he's allowed to not include her. That was the whole reason she left old boy all them years back. Her ex had cheated with her friend, who she was with.
Probably was it Brandon Jennings or was it before Brandon Jennings?
Man, because Brandon Jennings was.
I don't think he cheated. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that could have been a story she was telling on Breakfast Club about an ex.
Kelly said, bitch, I was sick and down to the bed. Leave me alone about that. Let's see. Sin just said that the wives shouldn't have to come out. And that's what I was saying. Like, I don't think Cynthia said anything that crazy. It was more so like she shouldn't have to come out and defend his cheating. She shouldn't have to. And she hasn't defended this last one. I think it was gathered internally. But women shouldn't have to defend men to their cheating. The men should, if anybody's going to say anything, the men should be the ones defending themselves, which I agree with.
I agree. I feel like women rush to do that though. And they don't sit back and like, they be trying to like save the image so quickly that they got to rush out and say something like, nah, like he the one that fucked up. Let him make that. He need to do that. Stand in his shit. Because when you do that, you rush to clean it up. You remove the accountability from him. I don't know. Yeah,
and
I agree with her.
It be because people be so quick to try to clown a woman. I think that might be part of the reason why she also jumped out and spoke on it. I'm not saying that's the way it should be, but they be like, your man cheated. Because I feel like men are expected to cheat. So then whenever that shit happen, they be putting the ball in a woman's court so they can either make you a clown or make you a clown. That's what they be ready to do.
Sad.
Basically. But either way, like, I hope that they're not really separated. Like, I hope they, they work it out. Because I think they're so cute. And I don't feel like they give conventional relationship in the first place. But I think Kelly Price is projecting. I think, like Kelly says, it's not about me. But you were making it about you. I think it was more so about you than it was about Teyana and Iman. Because Teyana hasn't even said anything. So the fact that you came out to defend with such specifics, you know what I'm saying, is what really makes me feel like, girl, like this is really about you and whatever you went through. And if you want to stay with a man that mistreats you because you think that's your lot in life, that's on you, ma'am. But that's not for everybody to do, and that's not everybody's cross to bear, as far as I'm concerned. Y'all have anything else to add to this before we move on? And with that, Necey? No?
Same thing as you. I hope they didn't break up. I did see one of the pictures people were talking about. We just ain't heard nothing from them in a long time. I feel like it's been, maybe I'm late, but I feel like it's been years since I didn't see pictures of them together.
Child, might be separated because that's true. But I feel like there was recently a party and they were together. I could be tripping. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on a bit. Okay. I was able to fit most of the rap girlies in one picture, child. I was happy about this. So we have Carisha. Carisha, please. I don't know why you did this. I don't know why there were no older women around you to impress upon you to wear stockings if you were going to wear this. Maybe one or two pairs of stockings to make sure that we did not see the crevices of your vaginal region. I just feel like, girl, there are dirty people around. Like, do you really want, I hope your ass didn't touch anything at that place. Anyway, Sorry, y'all. I don't like that she didn't wear stockings. If she would have
You
worn
know it
stockings,
did. The
you know it
stockings would have
did.
looked a fool, but you know it did.
You think the
Even
stockings would
more
have
of a
looked a
fool.
fool if she would have did
Even
it like
more.
Beyonce wears those like kind of flesh tone?
She probably
You
could have
know,
slid with that.
I think she could have slid.
Outfit would have still been ugly, but the
Yes, it would
coochie
have.
area would have been smooth.
Yeah, it would have looked better. Just to me, all I can see is the tattoos in the coochie area, and it's just so problem. I can't even focus on nothing else. I don't like this look though because of that. I don't like Nikki's look. I don't like this look. I know she had like 3 looks for the whole night.
I did not even recognize her. I was wondering who that was.
Yeah, that's Nikki. I didn't like this look. I think somebody said it right. It looks better far away than it does close up, meaning that like when you can't see through it as much, it looks better. But when she was on stage hosting, because she hosted the VMAs, kind of, sort of, not really. But when she was up there at the beginning and she had to keep moving it out of the way to talk into the microphone, I was kind of like, girl, why didn't they think about this when they were formulating this outfit for you? I feel like by the time she came out on stage, she should have changed outfits at that point. Because it was like she kept having to move that veil. Cardi B. I think Cardi B looks amazing. She looks like beautiful trash. And I don't mean that in like you're a trash way, but I just mean like she looks like beautiful trash cans. Like when people make art from trash, that's what that dress looks like. And Meg looks amazing. Like perfection.
I think all the ladies look beautiful except for damn Miami. She look a damn fool. I don't know. I'm trying. It's giving bat. It's giving human bat. And P Diddy, I blame you because you the one that got her out here thinking she could do shit like this.
Absolutely.
Nikki, I didn't really mind this look. I wasn't really tripping. I'm like, okay, then cool. It's giving Bride of Chucky, you know, Gothic Barbie, whatever you want it to be. My main thing that I had an issue with Nikki were her lashes. I didn't like how they had her lashes, her eye makeup on her because it made her eyes, it made her left eye look like it was lazy or something. And I'm like, something's off. And I noticed it on the red carpet. And then when I saw her on the stage, I was like, something off with the left side. So I don't like how they did that. But outside of it, I ain't trip. I think Cardi looks beautiful. I think beautiful trash is perfect. I was thinking more so a scrunched up aluminum foil. But yeah, very sleek, I guess you would say, with Miss Megan. Megan's body looks amazing.
Yes, it does.
She looks so good. I just gotta give it to her. I mean, real simple, and I like that. I like that she kept it cute, kept it simple, gave y'all a little sexy. I think Megan did her thing. All the ladies look good, except for you, Miami. You should have went back to Miami.
I feel differently. I think everybody look a mess except for Meg. Miami, Nikki, Cardi, they all look a mess in this. Everything's a mess. I'm not here for any of it. I think Meg looks amazing, and that's really all I can give when it comes to that. I mean, all 3 of them are just a mess. I don't even need to break it down. It's just not given.
All right. They're not given except for Meg when it comes to Necey. Let's move on. So, Tinashe, girl, what is happening? Your body looks amazing, but just know, Tiffany Haddish, yes, you annoy me. You are problematic. You worry me, but you looked really good here. Coco, you always look good. It's not my favorite outfit or anything, but you still, you know, I mean, I was caught up on her hair. Her hair was everything to me. This outfit, you know, because she looks good, but I really kind of don't like it. I don't like the way it fits. It's weird to me. I don't know. I think our girl Chloe over there in the denim, you know, is that like a Britney Spears reference? I don't know, but I like it. I think it's cute.
For me, I think Chloe looked a denim mess. I think she wore something like big to compliment her sister being pregnant and not bringing so much attention to her having a big ass dress on.
You said compliment her, Jamie. You know how much backlash we got last week.
Hey.
My sister, my stepsister.
Right. 3, 2. Everyone. Okay, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah, I laughed my ass off. He said, "No, I agree, but you know the people was mad as fuck."
And what, Hallie?
They was mad last week that we
Holly
was
Kelly.
calling a thing. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah.
prigs. It's what it is. Coco looks beautiful to me. I like her fit. I don't know. She's got a nice body. She look good. I was like, okay. Actually, I think the video of her attire looks better than this photo. I will say, because that's how I first saw it. I saw her a video of her on her page. I said, oh, okay, you snapping, you cute. Tiffany, yes, you look great. I love this hair color on you. Very, simple like Megan, giving us a bit of sexy. You look good here. Tinashe and Noshe, you can go over there in the corner with Miami. I just don't like this. Why do people really come and want to bear it all on the carpet?
I guess they want some
MTV.
buzz. I think they
And
want some buzz.
MTV is the place where you can come and do the shock value shit. They've been doing it for years.
Don't shock me.
Yeah. All I can think about is I love seeing you with the Tinashe. What year was it? 2014.
I never rode her wave.
She had one song with Schoolboy Q that was like a hit, and I'm sure you heard it, but I haven't heard any song from her since then. But yeah, she looks a mess. And I feel like because I hadn't heard any song from her since 2014, this is like in efforts to get people talking. And I just wish that I would hear some stuff instead of like seeing this. But anyway, I think everybody else looks good. I think Tiffany looked good. I like Coco's fit. I like Coco's hair. I think people have really like aligned Coco with like a 90s throwback kind of vibe. So I think her team basically like went for it with the drop waist, with the side part bob. It looks cute. And then I like Chloe's look too. I think the denim patchwork is cute, and it is kind of giving Brittany, Justin. But yeah, they look good.
All right. And here we have Taylor Swift, who got her entire life during the show. Like, I ain't gonna lie, every time they put the camera on her, I was giggling. Shakira, she was also honored at the VMAs. She is the highest selling artist of all time. I had no idea. I think she sold like 95 or 99 million records or some shit like that. Yeah, listen something. The Spanish speaking people, they are all over the place and they go up, okay? That's why she out here winning like that. Okay, but she looked really good. I loved her dress. It was given, this is what I would wear to Beyonce concert. I like Taylor Swift outfit too. It's given like old 90s. What's my girl who had the pretty eyes that everybody was always into, who used to go with the one of them damn, I hate when I can't think of the white lady I'm thinking about. Kim Basinger. That's who she is reminding me of. Like back in the 90s, Kim Basinger was that girl, and this just kind of felt like something that she would have wore. I actually kind of like Taylor's dress. Like Shakira's dress, I think Saweetie looks as crazy as she sounded on the red carpet, stuttering. I think that Saweetie is one of those people that is probably a good people person, and she's very beautiful, but that's it. I don't think she, is very talented, or like, I'm sorry, she's like a artist that y'all give songs to and they practice it enough and they can do it, but it's elementary. It's not hard like the stuff that she does. Couldn't read off the prompter. Like you couldn't, just kind of have it in your mind. You stuttering and shit all of the time. You didn't been on camera and in front of people. It just gives, she always disappoints. Whether it's dancing, making music, or speaking on camera, she's gonna disappoint. This look disappointed as well. What in the Holly Berry is going on? I don't know. And then we have Olivia Rodrigo, who really loves screaming into her mic. Just as much as Demi Lovato did. Child, Demi Lovato was screaming into that goddamn mic so terribly. I was done. I wanted it to be over, and the crowd was just losing their damn mind. And it's like, it doesn't sound good. What's happening?
She looked beautiful, but her voice, no ma'am.
No ma'am, no Pam. What do you guys think about these looks?
I think everybody looks good except for Sweetie. She want to be a Flintstone so goddamn bad. I don't understand it.
I was thinking the same thing.
Flintstones. Exactly. I was like, she's trying to be Betty so hard, bitch. But yeah, I think I like Taylor's outfit. I'm not crazy about her hair though. I don't know what she could have did different, but yeah. Shakira is always going to give us natural hair with wig. But I like the outfit. I think that is cute, and I thought her performance was good. First of all, it's the
It was.
flexibility when she was in the boxes. I said, you better work, bitch.
In the breath
Years,
control.
girl, do you hear me? I said, this lady still got it all these years later. That's
She
major.
do.
I'm gonna
No,
give it.
for real.
She deserved that honor.
She did. She did. Because I forgot about all them songs. And I really sat through that whole thing. And me and Lyric really did know a lot of them songs. Okay. So Shakira definitely has like done her thing. She killed it. But my favorite performance, y'all, was
Who
Miss
that?
Doja. Miss Doja. I felt like I was like really glued into her performance, her theatrics. She was another one who had really amazing breath control and was making a lot of transitions and quick movements and choreography and like her stage show was just so big and it was just everything. I really enjoyed her stage show. I would have hated this look, but I know it's on theme with the mummy kind of, dead girl vibe that she has going on. So honestly, I could only pay attention to how good her body looked. Like, geez Louise. I think her body looks good. And I don't hate the you look like a thumb, blonde hair, really light makeup, no burst on the lip. Yeah,
No
it's giving
eyebrows.
mummy. No eyebrow. Yeah, it's giving mummy. It's giving dead. But I also still think she looks good. Oh, Ashanti. Ashanti, yeah, I have a problem with the purse. I do.
Oh, I didn't even
Why?
notice it.
Why
I
is
think I saw
Nelly
some
on your
other people
purse?
complaining.
Girl, why is Nelly on your purse?
She said that was the first time they exchanged numbers was at the VMAs. I'm like, well, where the hell he at on the carpet though?
Cause he not here, and I
Oh,
feel
maybe he
like
was booked.
he's too out here in the like. I'm just saying, like I'm not wishing bad on these people because I actually like the fact that they're together. Please don't get me wrong, I am not a hater. But at the end of the day, I don't trust Nelly as far as I can throw him. And I feel like putting his face on a purse is too much for the type of bullshit he be on. You know what I'm saying? Like, a purse with his face on the girl, I wouldn't even put his face on a fucking missing poster, okay? Like, no.
Not a missing poster.
It took me a long time to get here, but at the end of the day, Nelly, like you've done too much. You've been way too disrespectful for her to be back in this place. And I'm not saying don't enjoy him. I'm not saying don't see where it goes, but you should have learned from the last time doing too much publicly, to prove that, y'all love. But I also feel like it's probably one of those times where they really milking a situation so that they can stay relevant.
Yeah, I mean, I also could see them. It's the thrill, I guess, of that like kitty teenage love is what they're feeling since it's been so long. But yeah, I probably wouldn't be putting his face everywhere either. Nelly hasn't been married before, right? When he with Miss Jackson forever, but they didn't get married.
Yep.
Correct.
I wonder if that's gonna change now that he back. I mean, it's the second time around.
They're
Y'all know each
rumoring
other.
that they are
That they are already
that they're talking about engagement. That's the rumor, child. We're gonna see in 2 years.
Right.
You said in 2 years.
Yeah. So Selena Gomez, I think, looks very beautiful for the evil, talented young woman that she is. It's something about her. Like, she just looks evil in this picture. Then, the whole kidney situation, don't even worry about it. And I like the girl who was her friend, like, who gave her the kidney. Like, I'm a free form, you know what I'm saying? What they used to be called back in the day.
Francesca.
Okay, yes. I loved her. Okay, so yeah, back when she used to be on what is it? The American Teenage the
Secret Life of the American Teenager.
Yes. Come on, Necey. You know the shows. Yes. Okay. So Selena, you look beautiful and I love your new show with the old dudes. Murders, only murders in the building or whatever. It's a good show. I love it. But yeah, her face during the show was hilarious to me, and I kind of feel like she's bitchy, and I think it's hilarious, and I think they should leave her alone. Like, don't feel bad about being turned into a meme, Selena. It's more of your, it's gonna add more to your whole thing, so don't even be upset. Ice Spice, girl, I'm not even gonna front on you. I kind of like it, and the reason
Ooh,
why
I
I'm gonna
was
tell you
not expecting
why.
that, Bondy.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's like a 90s kind of rerun look to me. Like back in the day when the
It's
girls
giving
used to do
80s to
gothic.
me.
80s and 90s. It's giving gothic though. And it's like it's the VMAs. I don't really look for people to actually look good, but more so to kind of like wear costumes almost. Like people that dress pretty at the VMAs or anything MTV Awards related, I'm always surprised. Because people just do the most stupid shit at the VMAs or the MTV Awards. But I like the skirt. I like that it's all white, even though it's after Labor Day and, ew. Um, and I also love the chains and shit. Like, it's the vibe of it that I like. And also, I think Ice Spice is one of those people that she's just really nice to look at. Nothing else. Sorry. Yeah, Madonna.
Like Sweetie.
Yeah, like Sweetie. Exactly. This is what it's given to me. Madonna 80s. Yes. And I kind of like that look back in the day. So, yeah, I really don't hate this. It feels like just like old girl's outfit, old to a different time, child. Now that she's 16 or 35, I don't know.
Is she 35?
Fuck no.
Why she say that? Yeah, I was gonna say I think she was that old.
I mean, she better than Sexy Red, but like a bomb.
Yeah. I like I think Ice Spice look cute. I like when her hair is like this. I don't like when they be trying to straighten her hair out.
I never seen
I
her
think
hair straight before.
well,
I
not her
hear you.
natural, my bad. It's like straight wigs that they'll put on her. But I think that they might just be trying to find a better look because at some point she is gonna completely transition from this look. I'm looking forward to seeing what that is going to be. But I think this is cute. Selena, very simple. I really have no complaints about her look either. The red, slick back hair, cute. I even like Ashanti. Ashanti look good as hell in this dress. Ashanti, I don't mind the purse. If you want to sit up there and brag on my man, girl, brag on it. But if it don't work out, just burn it or sell it to the highest.
Burn it, son.
But I think she looks too cute. She just always I hope can I just stay on them for a second? I feel like Ashanti and Nelly coming back, if I just feel like they have so much history together that I don't think they should be dating much longer. Like I think y'all should know what y'all want to do at this point.
That's exactly what I was like. They should be married tomorrow.
Boom. Like, okay, y'all can do January 1st, 2024, and we'll be okay. Like, just go ahead and do it. Because for y'all to not be together for damn near, I don't know how many years, maybe 10, 20, I don't know. And then for y'all to come back, like, girl, I'm just gonna get married. Doja Cat. I like everything below the neck. Is what I'll say. And I'll speak on your performance now. When she performed, I was a bit apprehensive because the song was Demons, and I was like, I don't know if I want to hear this. But when I tell y'all, this lady is so compelling, I couldn't even take my eyes off her, honestly. Like she had on like a suit or something, and I'm watching her the
Like
whole
a
time, like
schoolgirl.
yeah,
Right?
like
Yeah,
charm
skirt,
suit, yes.
jacket, glasses, ponytails. Yeah.
Yes, I could not take my eyes off her. I was like, yo, bro, this girl is a performer. Period. She killed that shit. And I mean, she did good. Like, bitch, I probably was a demon that night because she did a great job.
I enjoyed all of it, like until the very end. Like, and in that song, the one walk on by, that shit's a bop. Bitch, I said what I said. Like that shit go hard. That shit go hard. I actually wanna watch that performance again.
I need to watch
we can
it.
watch that again.
I heard I was reading up on it and looking at clips and stuff, and they said she had the best performance. Everybody said the same thing y'all said, like she's a performer. So I'm not surprised by that. Okay. This fit on Doja is very much giving Doja. It's not for me, but it's giving Doja. Ashanti, as far as the bag, I wouldn't have wore the bag. I probably would have popped out with like the letter N on my nail design or something more low key. But if that's what y'all agreed on, like I ain't gonna be there, but I'm gonna be there in spirit. Pack this purse. Yeah, it's giving his and hers t-shirts, so she all the way looped in. Selena, I think she looks pretty. Her dress is pretty, and then Ice Spice. I don't really care for the outfit at all. I think I would care for her a little bit more if I could actually see the shoes, but she looked barefoot and kind of reminded me of that TV show I used to watch when I was a kid, when that girl used to lay on the floor and split her legs to tell the clock like what time it was. You know, do y'all know what show I'm talking about or no? It was a lady, and she was, somebody gonna know. She would lay on the floor and her legs would go around different directions to like say what time it was, like a clock. And that's kind of what Spice is giving.
I feel like I know what you mean because it's hitting something in my mind.
Yeah.
No.
Molly, Big Comfy Couch. That's what it is.
Oh, yes. Yes, thank you so much. She had the cheeks. And she also, didn't she have an afro too?
No,
Or
she
hair?
didn't have an afro. She used to wear her hair like in a beanie or something. But it was...
Oh, yeah. I don't think I watched her show.
I think that was too young for us.
She had the clown nose.
Yes.
Yes, I remember the nose. So y'all, we getting off of the looks, but I still wanted to talk about a few things from the VMAs.
Okay.
So first of all, I didn't think Nikki was that good of a host. I don't know what the fuck was going on. And this is not because I dislike Nikki, because I really don't care that much. Like I thought her rap, when she first of all, I'm tired of her singing. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't care what y'all say. I'm tired of her singing. I don't want to hear her sing. I want to hear her rap. And when she actually did start rapping, I was like, I like that you're in your bag, but I also feel like, how many times are bitches gonna be your sons? Like, how many times are we gonna, kind of she recites the same lyrics forever. She recites the same lyrics over in different patterns over and over again. And I just kind of, I don't know why, like, if you're going to come out, why are you still sunning people? It's obvious that you led the way for all of these girls here. Like, it is so obvious. But why do you have to keep reminding them instead of kind of like moving on in the music space or whatever? But I just, whatever. I liked her rap performance, but I wish that she was rapping about something else. Like, what the fuck's going on in your house? Like, what's going on in your life?
Sagittarius vice is giving Nene leaks.
It absolutely is. Just holding on to every bad word somebody say about you and internalizing it. But whatever. Diddy did not have not one of his artists perform with him. Carisha performed, all of his kids performed, and then Keisha Cole came on the stage screaming into her microphone, and y'all thought it was great.
I was saying the same thing. Sounded just like she sounded in the booth.
Girl, turn it down. Turn the gain all the way down.
I started screaming this morning. Baby, won't you come and take my pain? I was screaming this morning.
Oh, last night. Oh, she always like it's such
she do
a
the
strain.
same run. Yeah. Every single run be the same. I love me some Keisha Cole. She got some hits, but she be doing the same strain run.
No, somebody said the reason why people like her so much is because they know that they can comfortably sing all of her songs.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. That's one of the songs where anywhere you be out, you be in the club, be a whole crowd, everybody be screaming, and it still be sounding just like the song.
Oh, love, like when everybody love, never knew. Listen, New Orleans people will scream off key to a song so hard they love Keisha Cole down here. I was not like, I'm tired of Diddy being honored at this point. I think that at the end of the day, like, you're just trying to stay relevant. I don't know what's going on with your money. It's seeming like you falling off and you trying to, do all this hopping around stage and shit, trying to make people care. And I'm just kind of over it a little bit. Like, I'm over his Beijing. I'm over the hair. I'm over the strangeness in the face. I'm over the weird relationship. Grandpa, you and Carisha. Because let's be clear, your grandpa, like, you're old enough to be that fucking girl's grandfather, you creep. For most people, let's keep it a book. Because, like, he is 50-something years old and she's barely in her 30s.
He ain't old enough to be her grandfather. Is he?
Think about it.
Yeah, technically, yeah, but barely. He will be able to.
Barry sing.
I mean, if he had a baby real young,
yeah.
He's old enough to have been Carisha's grandfather. It's terrible. But yeah, no, I hated it, whatever. Also, Nicki Minaj's hip hop tribute. So the old dudes that came up, and perform, I feel like them niggas is so happy that they still be in good shape. Shout out to Slick Rick. Because Slick Rick just kind of stood there on his lean like he always does. And I love him for that because he don't never change it up. Like, nigga, I'm not bouncing around no stage for y'all. I'm going to stand here in this one spot and kind of groove with this head, lean to the side. Nikki, were there no other women in hip-hop? Never mind. There were no West Coast rappers.
I was
there
thinking
were no,
the same thing, Bondy, though.
No Atlanta rappers, no other women. It just gave, y'all tack this on to the end. The best part about it was her performing Itty Bitty Piggy finally on somebody's big stage, and Lil Wayne coming out and doing his thing at the beginning and also during this part. Wayne gets everybody out of their seat no matter what. His energy on stage is really, really good. Like, we just recently saw him for Essence, and he was really great. Like, everybody was out their seat the whole time. It's also the way he be going off on the song, and then he'll be like, thank you. It's hilarious. It is. Like, thank you. Like, what the fuck? I love it. I love it.
Weezy is one.
Yeah, nah. So, did y'all see any of it? What did y'all think?
I'm going off of what you had put. So Nikki's performance. When I first heard the snippet, I cut it off. I said no thanks. Ooh. When I watched her do the performance, I actually didn't even mind Nikki singing. I was like, oh, okay then, Nick. All right, cool. Whatever. All right, you holding a note. I guess the mic's on. It's not a Beyonce note, but it's yours and it's cool. When she did the rap, loved it. I didn't care who she was signing, how she was signing them hoes. I've been wanting to hear that. I love when female rappers get on their tracks and they talk their shit. What she didn't say that I actually like, she figured out a different way to say you bitches is my sons. I'm not mad at that.
How she changed it up this time?
I'm better than you. I'm not like you. And then she turned around and said, you said you look up to her, but really, bitch, you look up to me. Like that right there is pretty much kind of stunning you in a sense. Like, so I'm like, okay, I'm feeling this. I like this. I knew she was gonna do something different when she kind of opened up her outfit and showed like the fact that she had the lace on. And I'm like, okay, she's gonna do something else. I just don't know what that something else is gonna be. Okay, so I thought Nikki was cool there. She did the performance. Who thought she was Whitney? Oh, you saw when she was up there in the
anytime somebody think they can get on stage with just a microphone and nothing else, you think you Whitney Houston. Like, she the only person I know that can get up there with just a microphone, and you really gonna, girl, do your shit.
She did. I was like, you gonna do nothing else? Okay, then cool. She finna sing this song. When she did Red Ruby, I enjoyed it. I liked it. I thought she looked beautiful. That brown outfit with the little curls and the chops. First of all, y'all messy as hell for Twitter for going back and finding the image of Lil Kim that had the same exact hairstyle. Y'all so messy. But anyway, Nikki looked beautiful.
Can find it. Somebody must have showed it to her.
Exactly. So it was she did good. I love the Itty Bitty Piggy. Thought she did great. Diddy's performance. The only thing I didn't really care for with Diddy's performance was his son, because he wants to be his daddy so bad. So bad. But then I thought about it as I continued to watch him bounce over the stage. I said, you know what, bitch, if my daddy was a billionaire, I probably would want to be like that motherfucker too. Let me get up here and hop and skip. Let me get up here and sing Mace's Part 2. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Another thing, what else I want to talk about? The tributes, the hip hop tributes. I don't blame Nikki or nobody like that. I blame MTV, because y'all had a lot of K-pop artists up there and they wasn't even giving itself for one group, and that was Stray Kids. Then y'all put the camera on motherfucking Taylor Swift so much that y'all could have got a few more acts in for the hip hop. The way y'all was putting the camera over there on Taylor and with these fake ass surprises, like, oh my God, I won another award. Wow, I didn't think I was gonna get that. Like, girl, y'all know how they leave out awards and just let you find out on the website who won. Y'all should have did that to Taylor after she got her first one, because damn near every category she was in, we knew she was gonna get it. Stop wasting America's time. Y'all could have had more hip hop, but they gave us just enough to make it feel like they were celebrating hip hop. We gonna give y'all just a little something, even though we don't really care about y'all for real, girl, just so y'all can feel included. But I do hope with the black acts that they had this year, it makes their ratings look pretty good to where they bring on more than that. Because a lot of times when we watch VMAs, we don't see a lot of black folks on there. you know. But this time I feel like, okay, this is giving like world music awards to me, because we were getting K-pop, we got some country,
the Brazilian
we got rock,
girl who was talking about she was a hoe. Listen,
yes, we got
she stole
a
Mariah Lynn's
variety.
song, y'all. That shit was hilarious.
I thought it was good.
No, it was good, but she was like, "I'm a hoe." I was a hoe.
No, I'm talking about the awards, not her. I was just talking about the awards.
Nah, I thought her dances were off the chain, but the lyrics were like killing me. And I was like, I want to hear y'all complain about her the way y'all complain about Suki and Red and all of them. Because it was the same shit. It was the same stuff. They on here talking about their hoe. And over again. Where's the outrage today? No outrage, huh? Shut up. So I wanted to say the K-pop. I'm glad you said that. I ain't want, make no graphic for these people, but I have a serious problem with the dead corpse-like looking people that are involved in the black diet music of K-pop. I think it's mad weird for y'all to color yourselves like the fucking Cullens. Okay, whitening yourselves like your teeth. And it's just really, really weird to watch. I don't like it. I hate it. It's almost robotic. It's like, are they AI? Are they real? Am I looking at real people? I can't fucking tell. I don't like the K-pop situation. It feels like cultural appropriation, but then also colorism, because I feel like as Asian people, nobody looks that white. Nobody should look that white, and y'all are literally like whitening yourselves on stage, like for these performances. I don't like it. Like, I just don't like it.
Girl, they pushing that K-pop over here into our arena, because they had more K-pop performances than American. It damn seemed like. But I also heard they're trying to create like a mega group or something like that. I
think
it's
already 12 people in one of them damn groups.
That's the group that I actually like, the ones that was up there like rapping and moving around and dancing and da-da-da. I thought they did a good job. But what I was learning was that I believe this Scooter Braun just bought Quality Control, but Scooter Braun also has a connect to another, I guess, music label that's tied to K-pop. So K-pop is gonna make his way over to America. You know how we got Afro beats now that's like over here, and people are just all like, girl, it's gonna end up being like a common thing at some point.
I'm tired of Afro
huge
beats.
On YouTube.
You can hang up Afro beats for me. I'm done.
I've never been big on Caribbean music for real. That's just
Bob Marley's it.
Just Bob Marley, a few of them.
Behind
like
that,
a few songs, but not
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever
they can
sounds
take it
good.
back. They can take the K-pop back.
I haven't listened to K-pop, but I know it's been real big on YouTube, like for years before we start seeing it at award shows and stuff like this. I've never really been into K-pop, but there is like a specific niche of Black girls that love K-pop, and that to me I can't understand, because they recreate the Black music like R&B and stuff. So it's just very theatrical. It's giving like a Las Vegas show, but I don't know.
What did y'all think about Cardi and Megan's performance? I really liked it.
Loved it.
I loved all the action on the stage, moving from over here to over there. I like how Megan came out the back and then she was doing her little dance and stuff like that. I kind of felt like I was in high school a little bit, wanting to learn the routine.
The hair was everything. I do want to. I love Cardi's like big curls, and then
that was so cute.
Meg had the old school like for Farrah Fawcett kind of wave, layering thing happen. I really, really loved their performance. I love the video. I'm glad you brought that up. Do y'all have anything else about the VMAs though?
Meg better show her body every chance she get though, because she looked good as fuck.
She did. Ooh.
Yeah, I can't think of that.
Which is why we are traveling to our second to last topic, which is Joe Budden being upset about bongos. This is what he had to say. Hold up. Let me get it, because wait a goddamn minute. Did I not load it? God damn it.
Okay.
Y'all.
I hate when that happens.
Because you really be like, I did it. Why is it not here?
I know. Spend your time on it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do. I be spending my real good time on this shit. Hold up. Let me see. Is this it?
I do wish that Bongos came out earlier in the summer, though. It's absolutely giving summer song.
It is. I think if it wasn't for everything that Meg was going through, they probably would have had that shit done a lot sooner.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, it's processing. Damn. Okay, hold up. I got it. Because it was two of them with the same picture, so I had to figure out which one it was, y'all. I didn't know which one it was. Okay, this one was shorter, so it shouldn't take as long. But y'all know how Joe Budden is, y'all. Make sure y'all like the video. Okay, here it is.
The hook is not hooking for me.
It's not catchy. It's not particularly
It's
catchy.
not. There's nothing in it to make it stay. One. And two, I know y'all think Sexy Red is paying me. She's not. But this commercialized ratchet has passed. It's ghetto ratchet time. And neither one of them are ghetto ratchet on this song. I think they both have potential to be. And Cardi normally smokes ghetto ratchet, but she's too big. That's why she got to go get with K-Flock. That's why she got to go get with some of the. She's too big to do it. We need a Bodak Yellow now. Both of these women, this sounds like this is two women who can't make a song, is what it sounds like.
I think Joe's a hater, and that's somebody that doesn't really have any real hits like that that I can remember. I know there are some, like one or two, but I don't really remember like that. I think it's weird for you to be talking about somebody making a song when your career really didn't hit. That's why you got to talk shit about everybody. But I'm sorry. Let's play Cardi's response, and then y'all let me know how y'all feel.
It's like he has an issue with me, and it was beyond the critique of Bongos. It's just like you inviting bitches that said the rudest, nastiest shit. But when what's them niggas' name they used to do podcasts with?
Oh, Maul.
Maul, and the little other guy.
Yeah, when Maya and Rory say we fuck shit about you or lies about you, you get so defensive. You want to clear it up. You came at Taxstone because Taxstone says something about you. You want to clear it up, and you expect people to understand you, and you expect people to take your side. But I had to go to court. Because this woman, like, it's beyond saying that I had herpes, right? Like, come on now, like, it's beyond saying I had herpes. Like, this woman tried to run a I drug men campaign. She paid men to say that I drugged them and raped them. She claimed that my dad raped a 14-year-old girl. She said that didn't show my daughter. Because she was dark skinned. She's saying that I was putting beer bottles in my pussy. She said that I have all these type of diseases and shit. She has literally Googled my husband's number, literally put his number out, literally put his parents' address out. Like it's literally harassment. But it's like, oh, I know what's gonna get people attention. Let's go to
Okay, so that's where it cuts off. Okay, so I just want to say, she's talking about Tasha, of course. I also feel like some of that shit she talking about, I don't think Tasha actually said it. You know, some of that shit, like about her dad and something, some other stuff. She said that she was robbing them dudes. I don't think she said that she was grape juicing them. But either way, why are you taking this moment where Joe is coming at you to go at Tasha? And I
was
understand
confused.
I was like
what happened? I blinked, and then
she was talking about Tasha, and I get it. Like you still got beef with her. She still owe you money, all that shit. I get it, but ultimately, you're sounding like Nicki Minaj expecting Joe Budden not to do an interview with Tasha K because you beefing with her. Like, she did. Oh, okay. Because I thought I didn't hear any. They say she did say that about Cardi's dad. I did not hear that. I have not seen that. And when Tasha K posted today, she said, I didn't say anything about that. Then she said some other stuff, child. I'm not getting into it. If y'all want to see it, it's on the Neighborhood Talk. But ultimately, I feel like I don't know how this went from being, Cardi B versus Joe Budden to featuring Tasha K. But, all right, girl.
Yeah, I'm assuming she brought up stuff that they talked about in court, but yeah, it's confusing. It's hard for me to even have a comment on it because, as far as what Joe said about Meg and Cardi, go to sleep. I honestly forget that he was a rapper, and he only trends whenever he's talking really negatively on people, and I feel like it's not starting. I feel like it is radiating through his whole body. You can see it all over his face, his voice, everywhere, just all the negativity and the hating. Kind of like how we talked earlier about whenever a man hates himself. That's kind of what Joe be giving.
Hater, grumpy old man.
Okay, so my thoughts are this. I felt like I had a lot. Okay, so when I first heard Bongos and I watched the video with it, I actually liked the video more than I liked the song itself. I felt like the song was like, love the video. Then I listened to it in the car. I was like, okay, this kind of like, okay, this is a little better than what I thought. Like it bangs better in the car than with the video. Damn, I wish I would have dropped the song before they dropped the video. Then I saw the performance and I was like, okay, yes, bitch, I'm sold. I'm in, right? Now, when Joe says some of the stuff that he says, I don't agree with, but when he says that we need another Bodak Yellow, he not lying. He's not lying. I was wondering how far the song was going to or how long the song is going to stay on the charts. We shall see how long. But when Cardi does features on the hood features on these songs, people really go crazy and they go up. And it's like, that's what we ready for now. On your songs that you've been putting out, you ain't really been talking your shit. And regardless of what people say about you writing, not writing, or whatever, you really can pop your shit with your accolades. Period. Because regardless of who thinks they're the queen, who's not thinking they're the queen, they still watching you and got their eyes on you and what you're doing. So I want a record where she's talking her shit. I want to hear her do her Bodak Yellow. Me and my fiance was having this conversation.
Her album coming out next year, right?
We don't know. She says it every single year that her album is dropping and we haven't gotten anything. I heard that her album was dropping this year. Then I saw something else saying that it's supposed to come out next year. So I'm like, well, which one is it? So the only album we know for sure that's coming is Nicki. Okay, so she said in that interview.
Yeah, they asked her if it was going to be before the end of the year. She said, I can't say. And she said next year for sure.
So now she cleared it up next year for sure. Okay, cool. So we shall see what that vibe is going to give because I am going to want to hear some hood ass tracks from Cardi. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I loved what she did with the first one. So if you got to go back and get with those producers and recreate a similar sound where you gave us a little bit of everything, then go and do that. What else? What else did I have here? I do feel like sometimes Joe does give Cardi like harsh critiques. But I don't think it's that he don't necessarily like her. I just think his critiques sometimes just be harsh, and because he ain't been successful, it's easier to take like punchlines, take shots at him because he ain't successful. But I mean, I don't think that he don't like her. I was thinking like, does he just expect more from her? Possibly because you like her so much.
It was more so it sounded like two people that don't know how to make a song for me.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
That I did not agree with. That's the part I didn't agree with.
I feel like Meg made the whole song for me the first time I heard it. I honestly wish that it was like, I wish it was her song. Whoever did Cardi's part on that song, it was okay. It sounded fine, but it didn't hit like Meg's part. Like I lucky wish it was her song, but I'm not gonna act like it was shit. It was a decent song. Yeah, so I'm just like, I guess, Joe.
Right. Yeah, I ain't agree with that. I'm like, two people that don't know how to make a song. Like, you could have said what you need to say without getting to that part. But when he talked about the Bodak, I definitely agree with him on that. Now, this is where I don't really agree with Cardi on. I know she was bringing up Tasha K and Rory and Mal to. I feel like she was trying to relate the two so he could see how it feels. Like, you say you like me, but you bring people on the platform that I don't fuck with. And if I were to do that, you'll feel a way about me because you don't fuck with them niggas. Like, why are you around them? Type thing, right? But at the same time, with your platform, you can't control who people interview. That's not being fair. Breakfast Club will have, if Nicki were to ever go, they just had you. And then if they have Nicki, so what? If they have Akbar V or whoever go, like, okay, so what? Like, it is what it, like, you can't control somebody else's platform that you don't manage. You just got to rock with that. And you just got to deal with it. Like, it is what it is.
She wants this lady to suffer. she said, y'all all need to make sure she suffers. I'm not standing by it.
Who that? Who suffer?
Tasha K.
Oh, Tasha K.
Cardi
Yeah.
wants her to suffer. She said, "Stop putting her on y'all platforms."
Ugh,
That's how
well,
she feel.
They not listening.
can't
either, 'cause
control
she was on
that.
a whole bunch of people's platforms in this past month. I feel like she did when the Wildin' Out, then went on Joe Budden shit, then on Earthquake, and something she just did recently.
Some with Kevin Hart. She was
Yeah,
at,
that's
I
the
think,
Earthquake
Heartbeat.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it was something else that I saw, and it was low key kind of because she was talking about Cardi, like, bitch, I gotta go make the money. Like, I have to pay you through a payment
Right.
plan.
I do got to. I gotta get the coin for you.
So that shit was funny. I ain't gonna lie, but I was like, I don't know why they didn't light her properly. That annoyed me. But either way, child, if she ain't gonna do nothing else, she gonna be a professional troll on y'all. Is there anything else that we want to add to this situation before we move on to the last thing?
No.
Okay, so last thing, girl, before we get out of here. Okay, it's Tink and Hitmaker, Little Bitty Bitch Man. Okay, and I just kind of feel like we already knew this was gonna happen. We already knew that this man was gonna like stab this girl in the back when she started working with him. Like, I can remember seeing them on a red carpet or seeing them somewhere and being like, girl, this is not gonna end well. So let me just go ahead and play the clip of how it started.
If you happen to see a video of me going up in Cancun treating this Hitmaker, please understand that it was very justified, and I honestly had to do what I had to do because I'm not one to be played with. I'm very soft-spoken, I'm very respectful, and I'm very honorable in all ways, whether we're on good or bad terms. Okay, cool. Me and Hitmaker have not been speaking since literally the end of my tour, my first tour. So that was in like May. I haven't spoken with him. He literally is my executive producer. I'm in contract to do business with him, so I have to deal with him on some capacity at some level. This man, literally, I've been in Cancun with my friend, my assistant. It's her birthday. I've been minding my business. I've been doing my thing, working hard. I don't pay him no mind. This man bring his Cancun, knowing that I'm out here, right around. You can go anywhere in the world. You choose to come to fucking Cancun. So boom, I see this in the fucking restaurant. Now, imagine we're not speaking. I still keep it cordial. I give you your flowers. I give you respect. The man is in the restaurant, booed up with some whatever. We ain't even gonna talk about the women that he likes to be around. But booed up with just anybody. Anybody. I'm respectful. I text them. Yo, you look great tonight. Happy birthday. Go up. That's how I get down. I don't give a who with you, who not with you. If I fuck with you, whether we on good or bad times, I'm gonna show love. That's how real move. I don't give a fuck about these many women that you like to be around. So boom, this man literally, y'all, just on the cornball that he is, the corny that he is, he literally does not reply to my text, does not, we're sitting at the table next to each other. By the grace of God, he placed us right next to each other so I could see what kind of person he is. So boom, mind you, I shouted him out for his birthday. That's why he's not posting, because the man can't even really accept what he be on. You know what I'm trying to say? So he out here in Cancun, cool. Yo, but listen, so as I'm walking out, this man walks out with the 3 straps that he likes to carry around, acting as though he's the God, and literally Christian. It's like, Berg. I call his name, Berg, what's up? The man walks back. Now, imagine, y'all, we've been doing business for how many years? How many albums have we put out? The fact that he could not even just say hello, not even just say what's good. I walk to his car. He's jumping in an Uber, of course. I walk to his Uber. Young Berg, what's tea? What's up? So you're literally gonna ignore somebody that you've been working with for literally 3 years? So y'all, clearly I opened the car door. I had to let him know that's some big. He pulls out a phone. Of course, he has to record me. Bond. No, first of all, I'm a very honorable young lady. You know what I'm saying? If you're not gonna disrespect me, I've been nice and cordial. The least you can do is say, hey, I'm your artist. That's how I get down in this industry. But he'll get on live and he'll talk about me as though, you know what I'm saying, he really with me and it's genuine and we got this coming and we put a 20-piece together. But in real life, you know, that's not the energy that really bring, you know? So if you see a video of me just going off in the car, just know that I have to check him for being fake.
We're going through a breakup. You guys are allowing this girl to go say something like she never did nothing to her of any of that whole situation. So let's be clear. I'm in Cancun. I didn't talk to her, nothing. She posted whatever, happy birthday. I said, thank you very much. Never told her where I was at. We just, the way God worked, coincidentally, we happen to be in the same place. Like, so we're at the same restaurant.
I don't believe him.
I go sit down, I'm eating. She's sitting at the table next to me. That's what that is. So from there, we're eating. I didn't even know that she was in the spot until I guess a song played and she went and like stood up on the table at the So I seen her. Out of respect, I got up, I ate my food, and I went to the club next door. So as I'm walking out of the place or whatever, I'm getting in my car and they're like, Young Berg, Young Berg. Now, mind you, she playing on me because y'all know I'm on my hitmaker shit, right? So her and her friends are saying like, yo, Young Berg, because I'm with a bunch of girls or whatever. And we're not dating, we're not in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like, we healing, we moving forward. Now, ultimately, we have a business relationship, you know? So we have a bunch of songs, we're working on an album right now. So I'm walking out and they're like, Young Berg, Young Berg, Young Berg, Young Berg. And I went and proceeded to get in my car. I got in my car and long story short, she opened the car and put her hands on me. Now, I respect that, you know what I'm saying? From a woman that's upset or whatever, you see your ex-man out or you see a man out that you really care about and you went about that. Now, ultimately, look, this is why I'm just saying that I don't like how y'all trying to like change the narrative. Like, she went and said some shit and said it was a physical altercation because she know I got the footage of her putting her hands on me and doing whatever fuck happened last night. So at the end of the day, like, my whole thing is to be like, look, in reality, this ain't happened. She didn't, nothing happened between her. She lost her cool in the situation and we still mad cool. Like, I ain't got no beef for her. I got nothing but love and respect for her. So with that being said, like, ultimately it's just playing out in front of y'all and it's something that could be solved behind closed doors. But with that being said, don't sit here and think that or try and change the narrative like, oh, it's an altercation and like we doing something. We don't talk, like, for real. Like, I'm not even gonna put our business out there about what really happened or you know what I'm saying, like, previously.
So I'm gonna just say this. I feel like she played herself. Why are you giving this man all of this energy and he's not giving it to you? He's an asshole.
Yep.
I feel like you look thirsty.
As fuck.
Yes. And that's sad for you. But I also feel like he did whatever he did. I think he intentionally did it to like get that response out of her. And I think he got the response. He did another video, another live, and he was basically saying he was going to put the video out. He was going to press charges on her. He even said, I should have did like, no, he said, I should have, I'm going live like Tory Lanez should have went live. Tory Lanez should have went live. Yeah, he said that shit. Yeah, still thinking, I guess, that Tory Lanez didn't do it, even though the nigga is in jail and
Still
gonna be
on
in
the
jail.
side of the person committing the violence, I see.
Yep. And so at the end of the day, this is a ain't shit ass nigga that just so happens to make good beats. And she decided to be in a relationship with him and, you know, let him use her and vice versa. But ultimately she played herself because once that nigga stopped responding to you and acting like he ain't see you and he ain't know you and all of that, you should have left him alone too. You should have stopped like trying to talk to him.
Did they really call it a relationship though? Because when you hear her talking, she like, he was just my manager. Like, was he really or was y'all fucking? Because
they was fucking.
You are all beside yourself, Tink, over this man. And low key, the part where he kept saying they was all Young Berg, he said it like 500 times.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they was doing all that extra shit. When he said she stood up on the table, I believe that all that extra shit happened. I do.
Oh, yeah.
Because she sounds, I'm not saying she's wrong, but I'm just saying,
she played herself.
She played herself and you was mad as fuck and you wanted to get his attention. And yeah, both of them was fucking because they even told the story the same way, been fucking for a long time. The way God works, we was in the same place at the same time.
That's what I think was a lie. When he said it just so happened we was in, I don't think so. I think he pulled up on purpose.
And then at the end of the story, where Young Berg talking about, now woman, I understand she upset with a dude. I respect that. You respect what? A woman putting her hands on you if she upset? That's just you trying to omit guilt from you being an abuser. Like, shut the fuck up. What do you mean you respect that? So, yeah, I think this is a clown situation. It is on all ends.
To give y'all his history right quick, he said that Tierra Marie sucked his penis in an alleyway. I don't believe that was true, but he told everybody that shit when they was on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. He treated Hazel E very badly. And to me, I feel like the way he treated Hazel is probably exactly the type of time he was on with Tink. That's his pattern. That's his MO. To make you think that you matter to him. And then when he feels that you are most invested, to slight you and ignore you and act like you tripping and you blowing shit out of proportion. He basically said that, we going through a breakup. So even though he was sitting up there trying to act like it wasn't all that, he was basically saying, we breaking up. Like, and he, I ain't gonna tell y'all what it was really about. Nigga, whatever it was about, you was on bullshit. Then, let's not forget he pulled the gun on Masika, which is why him and Masika didn't come back to that next season of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. So
I couldn't remember who it was.
They got
in
into
that
a
last
fight,
season.
and he
I
pulled
thought
the
it was
gun on her.
Hazel. Yeah, it was. You right. I remember that because they put up the little text. They just didn't even pop back up on.
And to me, all of that stuff that I just named was a good enough reason for no woman to ever fuck with this nigga like that again. So when Tink said it in another live, she was like, y'all told me about this nigga, so it's only my fault. So she took accountability in one of them lives and said that it was on her.
So you do better. It's all right.
Don't forget he doesn't like dark butts. Well, apparently that's not true.
Right.
Because Tink is not light.
She really isn't. She definitely played herself with the extra running up behind him. For me, if a man is actively ignoring me, you won't get the chance to do it again. So I don't understand, if he didn't say anything to you inside the restaurant, why follow him outside the restaurant? And when you weren't getting what you wanted, you chose to put your hands on him. Yeah, I mean, you played yourself ultimately. I do think that he heavily contributed to her reaction though. And yeah, I think that he flew down there once he realized that she was down there. I think some of her story was definitely true. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I wouldn't be surprised if they start back fucking at a later time, child.
Absolutely. That's why very much. I feel like he left the door open for that.
Yeah,
in
we
his,
say they
in
still
his statements.
cool.
Yeah, we still cool. A woman upset with a man, I respect that. This means this is typical shit that y'all do.
Right. And you just involving us because he was talking about pressing charges on your ass. And so you had to try to get out in front of it. But it's embarrassing either way.
I think the album will be good.
And
Winter's Diary is probably going to be a little bit about him. So we shall see.
With that, thank you guys so much for coming through tonight. We really appreciate y'all. We hope y'all enjoyed the show. Please don't forget to follow all of us on all of our various platforms and follow all of the ladies on YouTube here. Okay, the next show will be on Jami ThatsMe's channel next week. So make sure you are following all of us so that you can be here in the next live, girl, because we be getting into it. We get into the things. So yeah, have a good night and like the video on your way out.